Floyd and he was me,
Yeah.
he wouldn't never have to fight again because the exhibition shit,
Yeah.
as me being his little brother, hey, little bro, we finna do 10 rounds and we both gonna get 100+ million for it.
Right.
And we ain't never got to box again. Well,
Right.
well, I already been getting these bets, but now it's time for you to get your just due.
Right.
And you.
Yo, you know the deal. We back again. We never slacking. Word 'em up. Ladies and guys, whether if you drunk or you high, it's time to pay respects to the illest man alive. If you think you got a point, he'll shrink you down to size. And from there it's downhill like a slinky or a slide. Open your eyes, got a deep connection with the rise, so you might see them jump in whenever they go live. Peep it, this channel blowing up now, it's not a secret. With tons of exclusive interviews to listen to. Them other channels I hate, but yo, they missing clues. They start narratives, sip the goose and twist the truth. It don't take a rocket scientist to get the proof. Just click the live at 4 p.m. Eastern time. But when you chime in, make sure you keep it kind. But if cowards want to debate, then it's feasting time. My man Just Do shine busy all the time. Grind 24/7, 365. Videos he might have 365. My rhyme's sick, they make you do a 365. You get a rich if you think you fit to survive. It's Just Do Boxing, time to click the live. Ain't no beginners, if you soft, you ain't down to ride. I crush you, respect too, it's Just Do. He got the illest boxing show on the internet. The boy been a threat and he ain't even had dinner yet. Word 'em up. Yeah. You know what time it is. $4 p.m. Eastern. Click the link.
In the building. Make sure y'all subscribe to Just Do Boxing, the best boxing talk on YouTube.
Just Do Boxing in the building, 4 o'clock shorty, man. Y'all make sure y'all check him out. He's going to be live today at 4 o'clock, man. And he's going to be spewing some good stuff as he always do with an unbiased approach, man. He's probably the most unbiased channel on YouTube.
What's going on? And one of my favorite channels, if y'all into that pugilistic perfection, if y'all into that boxing, that's that boy Just Do Boxing here on YouTube. Make sure y'all check out Just Do Boxing, the only unbiased boxing channel on YouTube, because I am definitely biased when I talk about boxing. So
as always, we got to shout out everybody in the chat, man. Shout out to my brother Just Do. Y'all make sure y'all go sub to Just, man. Just doing a hell of a job over there. Had a great interview today. The brother, and I say it respectfully, one of the most non-biased individuals that I've ever heard speak on the sport of boxing. And I got a lot of love and respect for my brother Just, man. And right now, we're going to give him his Just Due. Shout out to my brother Just Do, man. Much love and respect.
What's good? What's good? What's good? Shout out to the fam. How y'all feeling? We back again. We back. Shout out to everybody that tuned in this morning for the early live. Now it's time for round 2. We're gonna talk for a little bit. How y'all feeling? You know what I mean? How y'all feeling? We're gonna talk a little bit of trash. You know, have some fun with this one. Yeah, man, y'all hit the like button for me, sub to the channel, all that good stuff, and we gonna talk about it. Mike Kirkland, my guy, what's going on, bro? How you feeling? BJ in the building, what's good, my guy? Jordan in the building. Teach, what it do, man? Look at Mike already dropping that color in the chat. Much love, bro. Said driving but listening, man. Safe travels on that road, and appreciate you as always. Shout out to Mike Kirkland, man. Lisa, peace to the queen. Back again, round 2. Fight. And shout out to Joey. He said, Kid, all the dads on the box for yesterday, embarrassing himself. Yeah, he been tripping, man. He been getting on my nerves a little bit. I ain't even gonna hold you. I'm just a little tired. He just don't know how to shut up, man. Samuel, what it do, homie? Jamel in the building, what it do? My guys, what's good, fam? Yeah, we back with another one, man. We're gonna chop it up for a bit, man. You know, had some fun with it. Yeah, man. We could talk about him. Yeah, we're gonna get to it because look, man, I like the win that he had. I like the win, man. It was a good win. You know, this is impressive as it could have been with 18 seconds, but it's just the way he talked, his dad, I guess. I don't know. I mean, you're supposed to be proud and all that. I ain't mad at that, but you got to make it sound realistic sometimes, man. It just sound like you be overselling, you know what I'm saying? And then you don't deliver, you know what I'm saying? You keep talking about Abdullah Mason, how easy he was, and I just don't understand that nobody got nothing for kid, but you ain't fighting when you had the opportunity to. It just don't make a lot of sense, man. Get me on, get it, man. Shout out to Lisa, man. Everybody in the building, my guys. Let's get it. Brill Hill in the building. Behind Hands TV said Jaime McGee got my trap jumping and about and anabolic and juice going for 3 for 10. And I'm probably like they're not the reason relevant in the first place. I'm telling you, you get what I'm saying? Like it's y'all fault. You know what I'm saying? It's y'all fault. And I'm thankful, you know what I'm saying, laid up with the tubes connected to you. You know what I'm saying? Out here doing hospital bed photo ops. Like, bro, y'all created Padley in the first place. Y'all opened the door wide open for him to walk right in. He ain't even had to slip through the back door. Y'all opened the front and left it wide open. And Josh Padley walked through. He ain't come back out clean, but he walked through. You know what I'm saying? And look, at the end of the day, they just didn't make it there. I try my best to give him the benefit of doubt in terms of like what happened. Maybe he was sick, but like I said, his dad just ruined that, and it makes the story like not believable. And not to even get into it again, but like I said to y'all, most of us got kids. Like something happened to our kids. When we tell somebody what happened, we're gonna have the information correct. It's not gonna be some like some random ass lie, and that's all I'm saying. You're not gonna use a situation like that and attach a bold-faced lie to it. You get what I'm trying to say? Everything after that, all bets are off. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's hard to believe anything after that point. So, look, man, well played, kid. What you doing? What you mowing the streets out here? But, well played, kid. You look like you had some pent-up energy, man. You just went after it. You know what I mean? Fight night, man. You got Tevin Farmer the hell up out of there. True, indeed, you did, But just keep building, man. I think if he put himself more in the forefront, because he is the driving vehicle that's doing the fight and that's taking the punches, right? That's getting the wins. But your dad, see, he out here talking about hypnotizing and shit. Like, bro, what's up, man? Like, bro, they up on Twitter talking about witchcraft. I spoke on it briefly the last time, but we couldn't double back because we building today. We cooking, we putting that work in. Y'all just support the grind. Hit that like button. We gonna talk about it. Hypnotizing, bro. It's not him in there. He blacks out. Like, bro, you look, you out here describing alter egos and shit. It ain't me, bro. It's you. Them your words. You sound like when Beyonce was introducing the world to Sasha Fierce, bro. Like she said, it ain't her out there. Sasha Fierce could do shit that Beyonce can't do. That's what you sound like. You out here introducing an alter ego. The only thing you didn't do was give it a name. But you just said it. It ain't kid in there. Like, bro, who is it then? Like, bro, and I get it. I'm trying to level with you, but bro, it sounds crazy. You've been hypnotizing him since he a kid, bro. What in the man is you tampering with that kid? Yo, what are you talking about? Just what do you mean by that? Like, you get me in my Drewski voice. What do you mean by that? Like, you've been hypnotizing. What do you mean by that? I gotta get that clip. I gotta get that. What do you mean by that, bro? Like, what in the what? Yeah, man, I be hypnotizing. Like, nah, we don't know. We don't know, bro. We don't know. We don't know. How you gonna just say that? You're not gonna just brush that passes and no, we don't know. As a matter of fact, we don't know, sir. We would like some splaining. Some splaining, not explain. We like some splaining because we don't know what the hell you talking about. It ain't him out there. He blacks out. Like, bro, what? Who in the hell is it? Last time I heard somebody talking like that, they was speaking about their alter ego. You know what I'm saying? Beyonce, who Nicki Minaj, what she say hers is? Forgot. Roman. Like, bro, so he got Roman going on? Like, what's happening? Like, you said, so is he separating from the body? Like, what's going on, bro? Like, you hypnotizing the kid now? I'm confused. He don't got no phone. He don't got his social medias. This shit out of control, bro. You might need to be investigated, bro. You're hypnotizing. Like, you gonna just say it like it's regular shit. Like, yeah, like this is just a part of the sport. No, it's not, sir. Like, what are you talking about? We need to know. The jury want to know. The boxing world need to know. I gotta run the clip back because y'all brought it up. It's on y'all. Yeah, you know, I be hypnotizing. It's not even him in there. It's not even him. Like, who the fuck is it then? Pops, like senior, sir. Like, who the hell you got in the ring if it ain't Junior? You know what I'm saying? Nah.
I've been told y'all when Floyd go in that ring, it ain't
Right. I've been told y'all. That's not Floyd in there. It's not Floyd. It's not Floyd in there. Shout out to my dog, Kyle Cooley Teach. Yeah, we know we get into it. T Hill in the building. Shout out to everybody pulling back up. Appreciate y'all supporting the grind. We just gonna keep on working. Yo, I'm telling you, he already cried in the ring. Witchcraft. Yo, I'm telling you, bro. Cal, B3, what it do, homie? Roger, what's good? No one cares about Teo. Nope, he been missed the boat. Mike Ron, but I like to make an example of how to ruin a career 101. That's what Teo doing. Is it against the rules of boxing? Like, yeah, right. At least like, come on, is that an extra advantage, bro? So you mean to tell me when he taking the punches, it's not Floyd taking the punches, it's somebody else? That sound like cheating to me, Lisa. Like, what's happening? Is that cheating or what? Like, just say you cheating, bro. Let me get back to it. Hold on, y'all hit the like button. We're gonna have some fun with this. Like I said, I'm trying to keep the energy up. It's the second round, and we're gonna have some fun with it. Let's go.
I've been told y'all when Floyd go in that ring, it ain't Floyd in that ring.
Oh, you did say that.
It's a spirit from us hypnotizing him since he was a kid to have him when he go in that ring, he black out. He's not in there. Similar to if you read the book of Jesus when they having a dinner and he tell Judas to go do what he got to do, and Judas says no, and he give Judas a piece of bread, and then the spirit jump in Judas, then he go do what he had to do. It's in the Bible. It's similar to that. That's why when Floyd, after the fight, when he calmed down, he's emotional. He like, I did that to my friend because now the real Floyd is there, but in that ring, you know, he's this beast. So back to the punch, I think Floyd would have damn near killed that man.
Yeah,
it wasn't Floyd in there.
So who
and he
is
was
it?
clear open like this with his hands down, his head down, and Floyd
So it's
looking
not
dead
Floyd
at him.
in there.
If that ref didn't jump between, he really he could have died in there.
So let me get this straight. It wasn't Floyd, but Floyd hit him and Floyd was looking at him, but it wasn't Floyd in there. Like, who the hell is it then, sir? Like, who the hell you got in the ring, bro? Will the real Kid Austin please stand up? What's happening, bro? Yo, I don't give a damn. I tried to let it ride earlier. I had some time to think about it. He bogus. If it ain't there, I thought it was bad when he started talking about the 5 styles of boxing and all of that. Nah, bro took it. He always upped the ante. This guy need to be dead. They need to write a book about him, yo. I'm telling you, the book of Jesus is crazy. Did you hear him? Like, what book is that? Did he just make up his own book too? Mental illness is wild. Like, this shit is crazy, y'all. Shout, what's good? Yo, Reef, my bro, what's good with the family? How you feeling? Yo, Trey Skills in the building. Yo, that's how they learned the 5 styles of boxing, by hypnotizing them. Teach said, at this point, I believe him because kids, hey, you know what though? All things real. Hey, Teach, you on to something. See, I'm over here laughing, but he might be really dead serious because he don't object to nothing he do. He just be there chilling. That's why he take over, probably talk for him and everything. He said, where's the book of Jesus? He just made up his own book. It's crazy. Star Fox was good. It's in the spirit of his baby mama. Oh, no. You stupid. Yeah, crazy. Hold on, let's get to shout out to my guy Najee from Cigar Talk. Get into the 5 styles of boxing, y'all.
I'm gonna ask you, and I'm gonna ask the other people this because it's not hate, it's just real fact. Give me 2 or 3 A-level fighters Shakur Ford.
Or B.
But anybody that say that he's this great, let's deal with fact. Give me 2 or just 2 A-level or B-level. Yeah, give me even 1 A-level
I
E4.
can't say A-level. A-level, no. But B-level,
But
I would say Oscar Valdez was a B-level.
I knew you was gonna say that.
Oscar Valdez is C-level all the way. You know he ain't no B-level fighter.
He beat
Oscar
Miguel
probably
Burchell when he was the guy.
Who's that? Who did Miguel beat to put him there where he's validated? But all I'm saying is people are smoking mirrors. That's the
They
entertainment
got Daffy
aspect.
Duck
Shakur
with his
didn't fight
beak shot off.
nobody. And y'all make him like he great off of what? Good
What about
boxing.
Jamel Herring?
nobody.
Pops? What about Jamel Herring? He beat
don't
Lamont
fight
Roach.
nobody.
Think
Really?
problems. He beat
Really?
Lamont Roach. He
Really?
beat Lamont
Really?
Roach.
Really?
Look at the face. Really?
Really?
We got really?
jerk, bro.
No,
Really?
with C minus.
Really? Really? The 5 styles of boxing. Shakur ain't fight nobody. Name me 2 or 3 A-level fighters. Really? Really? Oscar Valdez wasn't nobody. Man, what? Yo, bro. You can't just see. This is the problem with boxing. Y'all don't know how to give credit where it was due, where it's due. So this is my question is to them Schofield people. If Shakur is not as great as what they say, the hell with what they say. What about what you and your son was saying? How great he is. What about you and your son? What about your son making numerous of posts? Because I seen him. I don't know about y'all if y'all caught him, but I seen it on multiple occasions. Talking about how Shakur Stevenson is his favorite fighter. He literally is a fan. Y'all be talking about how great he is. You the one that told us how he punched him in the stomach and almost made him boo-boo on himself. You told us that. He fought nobody. Name me 3 A-level fighters. They don't be wanting to fight him. Who are these A-level fighters that you speak of? First of all, to make that point, let's identify who the A-level fighters are. And then let's ask the question if they ever wanted or even tried to fight him. Get that shit out of here. Resumes don't win fights. Skills do. Your son ain't fought no A-level fighter. What was Rene Garone? I don't even want to disrespect him, but what level was Garone at? Because he put your son down, had him missing the stool. You was about to have a damn heart attack in the corner. Who the hell you the nerve of you to talk about who didn't fight some, and then you're a hypocrite. Because when I forget who it was interviewing you, they asked you what level of competition has your son faced, and you got mad and said people don't know boxing. How you can't ask me that, but you could tell everybody else the level of competition they fought. Man, you bogus, man. Pack him up, not kid. The kid is fine. Dad, pack his ass up. Pack him up and sit him in a damn corner somewhere and give him a bone or something to chew on. Nobody, he was sitting up there sounding and looking like Daffy Duck with his beak shot off. Y'all literally just chased this man. I'm tired. I had enough. Y'all got to pardon me. Justwick activated. Y'all clout chased this man's name into a hospital bed in real time. And not only that, you went as far as to blaming everything on Shakur and his team. And then you think somebody want to fight y'all? Talking about that, and we got knocked out. Maybe Shakur ain't fighting nobody. He ain't fighting you. I'm glad. I don't want to see it no more. Now, see, kid, you cool. Your dad pack his ass up. He bogus. He out here telling the world he be hypnotizing you. It's not even you in the ring. He sound like he introducing the world to your alter ego in real time. He bogus. He shouldn't even said that. Some stuff you could just keep to yourself. That one could have kept to yourself, bro. Up there sounding up super sassy. And Shakur ain't fighting nobody. Like, yeah, all right. He ain't fighting your son either. He would have fought his ass if y'all ain't clout chase your way into some damn iPhone plug chargers hooked up to him. Dude took a couple chargers, hooked them up, and put a video on with some wild ass music. Nah, I'm not letting you ride. I'm not, because your ass is bogus. You told us it was the masseuse lady with the cream, and then you turned around and said it wasn't that. And you talk about it, they said it was mushrooms. Who said it was mushrooms, bro? We got the toxicology. What did it say? I had enough, bro. He done took the boxing world for a run. Yeah, we didn't even ask for this. All we was doing was supporting the fight. We was respecting Kid Austin for accepting the challenge and respecting Shakur Stevenson as a fighter for saying, you know what, I'll fight the young boy. So when it's all said and done, you could complain till you blue in the face about Josh Padley, but do not forget that they bogus asses had a whole opportunity, bro, and they played all the way up until they couldn't play no more. Now, I don't know what happened with the British Border Control, but something ain't adding up with this story. You can lie and make up masseuse ladies and talk about mushroom accusations, but you can't tell us what the toxicology report actually said. Now your ass is bogus, bro. They need to pack you up. Now your son is good. He the talent, bro. I like the kid. I'm gonna keep liking him. I'm gonna keep supporting him. And I don't even dislike the pops, but pack you up because you on all bullshit. You on all bullshit. You was willing to try to say this man was on steroids. He blocked me on Twitter for addressing his comment, insinuating that Shakur was on steroids. He wild. You wild as hell, bro. Daffy Duck with his beak shot off with dreads, yo. I'm in 2025, bro. You bogus. Pack his ass up. You hypnotizing your son, sending him out there talking about Shakur ain't fight nobody. So why do you want to fight him? So why are you on record talking about how great he is? Why are you on record talking about how he punched his son in the stomach and he almost had the boo-boo on himself? In real time, you told us that. This dude is crazy, man. Like, I done had it. Look, let me be very clear. Kid Austin's a talent. I've been said it. He looked hungry. He an athletic kid. He's strong. He fast. He got good qualities. He just got to keep perfecting his style. He could be a dangerous fighter for anybody if you just allow him to grow and develop. Get him the fights. But clout chasing and then tearing down the very same fighters that you clout chasing is bogus. Y'all both is on record for talking about how great he is. Your son on numerous occasions said that is his favorite fighter. He's a whole fan. I'm like, damn, he was landed on thick too. He had some extra. Lucky I ain't screenshot them posting him talking about how Shakur is his favorite fighter. It went from that to now he delusional, he this, he that, all because y'all clout chase his name. How is he delusional and he gave you a shot? No, y'all delusional for trying to make, your dad is delusional for trying to make us, the boxing world, believe that the reason he didn't go to jail for the drugs that was allegedly planted in his rental is because the tow truck driver said, yeah, the hood is cold. It's no way he could have driven his car. You and your bogus ass tow truck driver with a both in handcuffs in the back of that cop car getting questioned. Ain't no way in hell. I ain't never heard of no story where a damn tow truck driver could get a dude out of getting locked up. When they pull up and see that you have drugs and a registered rental car, bro, you can't make this shit up. Shakur and his team did that. Your passports get ripped. Shakur and his team did that. Your tires get slashed. Shakur and his team did that. If Shakur was doing all of this shit, y'all, family, just tell me, am I missing something? When the hell did he have time to train? When did he have time to train? Because damn, that's an exceptional amount of time trying to make sure you don't make it to the fight. He could have just said no and not even given you the opportunity, but he did. And what you did was sell to the entire world that he somehow sabotaged the training camp. He had moles in the camp. Like, every story, he found a way to take it up a notch. This dude got to be, you need to write books. I'm telling you, your passion is fiction, bro. Your passion, you missed your calling. It's not being a boxing trainer. I promise you it's not. I promise you. Go sit your ass and write a children's book. We'll write some fiction somewhere, bro, in the corner. I'm telling you. That's what you good. That'll do him some good, bro. Boxing ain't your calling. Go write some books and shit. You could spin the hell out of a tale. You could tell a hell out of a story and just keep going right up on the spot. Nah, you a dangerous dude, bro. Hell no. With all that being said, all the energy I got, I don't dislike him. I don't know him personally, but when you put out false accusation after false accusation, I can't rock with that shit. You wild as hell, and then you don't stop. I don't care what you think of, Core or any other fighter personally, but why is it that you want their spot if they're nobody? Like, you all over the place. 1 minute he great, then he ain't nobody, he ain't fought nobody. Then your son gonna knock Tank out in 3 rounds. Then all of a sudden the only one that like that is Tank. Man, shut up, man. Shut up. They all like that. They all like that. They both like that. They hold them two of the baddest in the game, and you know that. That's why y'all ain't make it to the fight. Bogus, man. Masseuse lady with cream, bro. We was done after that, bro. Slash your tires. Breaking and entering and steal his passport is wild, yo. Like, what the hell? Shout out to my dog Dean, man, by any means. I see Carl Brown. Shout out to everybody. My bad, man. I just had to this shit just kind of pissed me off. Cut creator, what it do, homie? He just won't stop. He'll spin a yarn and he'll sit up there with a straight face. And then he had the nerve to tell us, yeah, go call the police station, get the police reports. It's out there, it's documented. You get the police reports. You call 12. Don't tell us to call 12. Bro, I got shot and ain't called 12. You think I'm gonna call them to check to see if your story pan out? Right, well, we can get the story from y'all, but y'all won't keep it real. Y'all done made up all this shit. and then still acting like somebody didn't want to fight y'all. You had a whole opportunity and played with it, bro. I don't know what happened. I don't know why the British border control stepped in for your son. Respect to him if something really did happen, but you still bogus for the story that you initially told as to what happened to him. And then you lied about the drugs in the car, because first you said it was the tow truck driver, then you said it was a cop or something else in another video. You don't even tell the same story the same way twice. You tell it different depending on the platform. I had it with you. Your son looked phenomenal against Tevin Farmer. But Shakur Stevenson is not Tevin Farmer, and I mean that with the utmost respect. The upright side, what's good, Brody? You get me? He's not the same type of fighter. There's just no disrespect. Shakur's not on his way out. You get what I'm saying? Like, Tevin Farmer done beat the odds so many times. I mean, no disrespect to him, but they had two different points in their careers is what I mean. And that shit ain't the same. Tank Davis going there trying to blitz Tank like you ain't got no damn sense. You gonna get your young ass smoked, especially by somebody like Tank. Shakur just let you. I can see that fight now. Yeah, you will have some moments because you gonna push. You ain't. I don't think Kid Austin is trash, but I just don't think his IQ can match over a 12-round period with Shakur or Tank Davis. I think he can make those fights entertaining, exciting in his own way because he gonna bring the action, right? He gonna try to fight. He only know one way, and he appears that he's growing a bit as a fighter. There's no denying that. He's very young. He still got room to grow, so he can go in there and make fights really good, but just walking these guys down and punching them out in 2-3 rounds, like, bro, knock it off. Shit ain't good. It's gonna be a whole different level. I could see Shakur letting him burn his energy and start picking them off, bro. Little young eager ass, man. If you Rene Garon, I'm gonna say it again, he don't gotta be him. Shakur ain't nothing like Rene Garon, and that's a good thing. That's two totally different levels, bro. He don't gotta have a bunch of punching power and none of that. You got all the power, and you ended up on your knees in that fight. You got dropped. Get what I'm saying? So you got growing to do, man. And don't be so much in a rush that you end up choking. So now we know. Shout out to Cornelius. He said, wait, what did I just come into? I had them Schofield people, you know what I mean? Tripping. Daddy Schofield. He out here hypnotizing his son and telling people like it's regular. See, y'all don't even know. It's not even Kid in there. I told y'all for years. I told y'all it wasn't Kid. Floyd was looking right at him, but it wasn't Floyd. He could have killed him in there. If the ref didn't jump in, he could have killed him. Man, shut up. If you would have made it to the ring with Shakur, you would have got outboxed and took to school. That's what I think. You're a little young, eager ass. Carl Brown, what it do? Dre, what's good, Brody? Yeah, I think Shakur frustrated him and just like outbox him. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like school him. IQ, I think he got a lot of too much experience. I think his pedigree is different. And look, the youngin to push and make the fight entertaining, you know what I mean? Create certain moments for himself, because there's no doubt that he's going to be trying the entire way. But I think ultimately, like, you'll see the separation in talent, and I think an overall skill and understanding of the game. I feel like Shakur is a couple levels above him, respectfully. And I don't try to exaggerate it, but it's different. Now, that don't mean you can't come in there, land a good punch, hurt him and stop him and upset him. Any of that shit is possible. It's boxing. But if I had to put my money on it, I would say this should be a totally different thing. Don't get ahead of yourself. Tevin Farmer was kind of right for the picking, respectfully. You know what I mean? And you did what you were supposed to do. You could have fumbled that situation. You didn't. You handled it masterfully. You know what I'm saying? So that's a great win. Just keep building. But if I'm him, man, Dad got to take a bit of a back seat. I don't need to be you telling people you hypnotizing me out here. Like, that's why Mars Dope was good with it. And I know he want to try to make it seem like it's something regular, but nah, bro. Is it Floyd or not? Like, what you got? Would you experimenting, playing with his mind? Like, bro, that's crazy to say. I mean, he's sitting up there like, oh, yeah. I'm just like, bro, what? Saying like, so is he a puppet or what? Like, nah, bro. It's not Floyd in there, but it's Floyd. All right. Okay. Alter ego, man. Okay. His ass is tripping. So look, now his ass, shout out to LWBoxing, my dog, the fax machine. Let me pull this up. So look, man. Shout out to my dog. You know he always on it. Floyd Schofield's the new #1 WBA 135 contender. He is not, though, the mandatory. Williams Zepeda was removed. And you know, obviously, Williams Zepeda is set to fight Shakur. So they're going to figure that out. But It's very interesting that he is the new #1 in the WBA. We all know who has the WBA title, but he been talking his Tank stuff and how he'll knock Tank out and how Tank gonna retire and not fight you. Yeah, let's see where they move you at from here. Because you're #1, right? And you've been doing all that talking now. You done barked and barked. Now you somewhere within the earshot, right? So now your call out should be a little bit louder. People should take you a little bit more serious now, right? Right, sir? All right. See what you do with it. Because I'm not against the kid as a fighter. I'm not against his career. I just don't like the stuff that his dad is doing because I don't think it's necessary. I think you have a really talented young kid that can, you know, sky's the limit depending on how you mold them and move them along. But when you, again, I don't mind the trolling and senseless stuff, the trash talking, and if you feel like he better and this one ain't good, that's cool. All that stuff is cool. That's regular. That's your opinion. But you can't get an opportunity like this granted to you and then proceed to blame every mishap along the way on the other camp. Like he focused solely on just stopping you from making it to a fight that he willingly gave you the opportunity for. It wasn't no pressure on him. He didn't have to do it. Nobody said he had to do it. He gave that man an opportunity. He really did what people said he wouldn't do. You get what I'm saying? And then what y'all do? You play it the whole time. What the first thing they say when we put the camera on Corey, he was like, man, I hope they make it to the fight. Yeah, he was feeling worried already because all the shit they was saying. And then look, so he must be a psychic. But y'all trashing him because he gave y'all opportunity and y'all look stupid. Come on, man. You did that to your son playing around, talking about masseuse cream and shit like that. Ain't nobody tell you to run around lying. You made up a whole lot. Just think about your mental for you to make up a lie like that and just try to just walk it back like we ain't just hear you say it. He just try to act like it ain't happened. Nah, bro. And I still don't dislike you. I don't know you, but that energy, that weird shit, that's corny. I don't care. Keep telling people your son is the greatest boxer of all time. That's so. All right, cool. You're supposed to breathe life into his career. Ain't nothing wrong with that. You're supposed to be calling for the smoke, especially with him being the new #1 in the WBA. Yeah, start calling for those guys. Ain't nothing wrong with that. That's cool. But act like you know what's up, man. That shit is different, and you know it's different up there. You know what I mean? And 5 styles in boxing, he better master the 1 style before you start talking about 5. You get me? And 5 styles in boxing. Yeah, we get it, bro. We get it. I know he ain't the Mando, but it makes sense for him to be named 1. Yeah, I mean, it would seem like it. You know what I'm saying? Petition to be the Mando. Yeah, saying if they're not doing that, then they capping. You get me? They'll be at 140 in a year. Dean, my dog, man. My son knows the 5 styles of boxing. He said it in the clip, too. He said it. Watch. Hold on. I got the clip.
I'm going to ask you, and I'm going to ask the other people this, because it's not hate. It's just real fact. Give me 2 or 3 A-level fighters Shakur Ford.
Or B.
For anybody to say that he's this great, let's deal with fact. Give me 2 or just 2 A-level or B-level E4. Yeah, give me even 1 A-level E4.
I can't say A-level. A-level, no. But B-level, I would say Oscar Valdez was a B-level.
I knew you were going to say that.
Oscar Valdez is C-level all the way. You know he ain't no B-level fighter.
He beat Miguel Burchout when he was the guy.
Who's that? Who did Miguel beat to put him there where he's validated? But all I'm saying is people are smoking mirrors. That's the entertainment aspect. Shakur didn't fight nobody.
Nah.
And y'all make him like he great off of what? Good.
What about Jamel Herring, Pops? What about Jamel Herring? He beat Lamont Roach.
Really?
He beat Lamont Roach. He beat Lamont Roach.
Discredit all the
Look at
man
the face,
wins,
really?
bro.
We got really
all the man
no
wins.
with C minus.
You're gonna discredit all the man wins, but y'all was chasing the fighter, allegedly, right? You talking about A-level? Did your son fight any A-level fighters at all? Did he fight 1? You get what I'm saying? Like, did he fight 1? Better hope your son could accomplish what Oscar Valdez did. He was one of the guys at the time when Shakur beat him. Don't try that. Don't do that. Oh, so he's C-level to you. Well, it's people that feel like your son's C-level. Because what level is Rene Garon? It's crazy how we talking levels now. Now you know what levels is. And in that interview, you caught an attitude because you knew they was on your ass. You knew if you would have answered the question honestly, it would have contradicted everything you was just saying. So you know he been fighting at a certain level. Your own damn promoter told you he wanted to move you a certain way. He didn't even want to fight, let alone y'all making it there. He tried to save y'all from yourselves. Now all of a sudden, they went from being a free agent to being signed to Golden Boy for 5 years for $5 million. Like, you don't know what it is, bro. I'm telling you, wait a minute. Dank, what it do on? He said, discount Lenny Kravitz is crazy. Bro, crazy. Farmer was tough. His test, yeah, C- at best. Yeah, he called Farmer at the back end, but he called him. I respect how he beat Farmer 100%. Nobody never did that to Ted. But shout out to Elder Boxing for always dropping the info. And look, respect to Floyd Kid Austin, right? I want to continue to see what he can do. I want to see if he can get in the ring with some of these champions and challenge them. I don't doubt that he'll, you know, he won't go in there and try to win and go out there and do his thing. But I think with him, it's just all a matter of experience and getting the right fights in. But, you know, again, with this ranking being so high, I wonder where that will place him at in terms of like what the competition pool will be like for him now. You get what I'm saying? Does this up the level of competition at the bare minimum, right? Does it at least do that? You know what I'm saying? Is he fighting different, you know what I mean, a different level now because he up high? Because we all know you're not just going to get no tank fight. You know what I'm saying? That's not going to happen. So what exactly is going to happen with this? 2 cents was good with it being Ted with the syndrome, paved a little something. Yeah. He got something off. It's the way he did it for the most part. You know what I'm saying? He caught him at a good time. And Ted was on a losing streak anyway. Let's be honest. I know he did give Cepeda tough fights, but, you know, still at the end of the day, he lost them both. And I think he was on like a 3-4 fight losing streak. So he's been losing quite a bit. So just to be honest, you know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, it is what it is. You did win. You was impressive with the seconds that you was in the ring. That's how you go out there and make a statement, youngin. You get me? I had nothing bad to say about the kid. Kid is doing what he's supposed to be doing. I just think he's thankful for his dad getting him and putting him in position. And look, for that reason, he's going to always be by his side. That's cool. But you got substance now where I think you can promote off different things other than like ignorance and stupidity. Like, again, you're going to trash everybody that you about to try to fight. And then when it's time to fight them, you're going to switch it up and say how great they is or how good they is, right? Or better yet, if you were to fight Shakur Stevenson in your next fight and beat him, you'll be bragging to the world. You'll be bragging. It'll be your best one. You'll be talking to, you get what I'm saying? But now he's nobody to be that great. And it's not that he's so great, but I tell you what, if you don't see real talent when you watching that man, you're just not watching, right? You don't see a guy that ain't the same as everybody else. You just ain't watching right. Got things about him that make him a bit different than the rest. And how far that's going to take him remains to be seen. But shit, if this first part of his career was, was any indication of how things are going to be for him, man, he got some more history to make or some more, accolades and he got some more wins to rack up. You know what I'm saying? He's going to make more of an imprint on this game, I think, when it's all said and done. So the problem is when people bring up the conversation about the resume and who he fought, why that shit is going to always fall short. For one, resumes don't win fights, skills do. Then on top of that, if you look at Shakur Stevenson's career and you being honest with yourself and taking emotion out, you've seen him have difficulty getting guys in the ring. You've seen it. Like, you've seen shit. Cepeda, same thing with him. You've seen this dude take multiple fights before getting in there with Shakur. That's his fault too, right? Get what I'm saying? It's the same shit with Valdez and so on and so forth. These dudes be having other plans. Are these quote unquote guys that would give him a tough fight don't be wanting to fight? So that's he's not to blame. The only thing you can do is fight the guys that's available, that say yes, and the best opportunities that's out there. It's all you can do. So this Williams and Cepeda fight is, people have distorted the levels within boxing so much that I don't even care to discuss levels no more. At the end of the day, he knows Cepeda is a credible opponent, right? And that's the guy he should be fighting. That's the guy that people said stylistically should test him and give him a tough fight. And that's what we waiting to see. You know what I'm saying? He got the guy that he should be fighting. And after that, then we're going to see what's next. You get me? Jay Grant, what it do? You don't know the 5 styles of boxing. You know what I'm saying? I don't know him, man. I don't know him, Jay. Von D, what it do? Think need that retirement bag. Shakur tried to fight Cepeda and Pitbull in his first fight at 135. I'm telling you, Forever G's, what it do? Boys be crying, what's good? He been trying to fight dudes. And that's all. Like, I don't even like to talk duck stuff, but people choose other options. I'm so past that word, but he's had opportunity, or should I say people had opportunities to step in there and fight him. Dudes that would so-called give him tough fights or possibly beat him, right? Frank Martin was one of them. People were saying what he could do to Shakur, and then boom, it never happens, right? So it's like it's always something, and it don't be him. No disrespect, you know, none of these dudes, but guys be having opportunities and they choose other things. Pitbull had an opportunity, went somewhere else, right? So you've seen this shit. You've seen this shit time and time again. So I think it's really hard to solely try to judge him strictly off of the resume or names, when these quote unquote names are these guys that would be considered maybe A level or on his level, haven't even tried to fight him. So what is he supposed to do? You know what I mean? You only can beat the guys that's available and that's there. And I think that's what he's been doing. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like he actively seeking out bad opposition. You get what I'm saying? You seen a dude have to go down the line of multiple fighters because guys are choosing other opportunities, right? So that shit is frustrating. I know it got to be for the fighter. So at the end of the day, all you got to do is keep winning, line him up, keep knocking him down. You know what I mean? He needs some help. Tell you about to get stripped by that fighter. Yeah, that'd be crazy. Say they're gonna vacate or get stripped or something. So he not the mandatory though. That's what Dub made clear though, which is interesting, but he is number one. So I wonder, like, what does that mean for him? Does that give him a wider range of opposition to go after potentially, right? Or fight? Because now you're highly ranked, so you should be in the driver's seat soon, right? And that's what I want to see. I want to see when he get the opportunity that his dad saying he want for him, what is he going to do with it? One almost happened for him, but they blew that. So at the end of the day, you just got to keep moving. Got to keep on moving. So I don't know exactly what he going to do with this high ranking in the WBA, but let's see if they press tank or try to position themselves to actually fight him. You get what I'm saying? That's what I want to hear now. You know what I mean? What y'all think about where y'all rank that and who you want to fight? Straight like that. And what's realistic? Because, again, you got to consider where he at, too, and who he signed to. He signed the Golden Boy, right? Is they necessarily lining him up to fight a Tank Davis? You know how, and that's automatic no to me, because you know how he ain't even want to put Ryan Garcia in there with him. You think he'd want to put Kid in there? If he truly invested in him, he not. The only way he tries to make that fight, even attempts it, is if he don't care. That's for real. For whoever positions within the top 5 in the WBA could be called his man, though. Shout out to my dog behind hands TV. And that's what I want to see, bro. You said it. You saying it. Appreciate that. So I want to see if he somebody actually does that, but not even so much somebody, him. I want to see do they do it. You know what I'm saying? This says, is that going to make you feel better? Said, but congrats on the pump fake. That Turkey got the pass from and took the shot. Hopefully the fight takes place. The Turkey ordered, man. We need to see these fights, but we got to see what the Mr. 5 Styles of boxing, what he could do. You know what I mean? Mr. 5 Styles, my son. My son mastered all his styles. Y'all can't do nothing with him. So let's see, man. Again, he didn't bite his tongue in terms of who he felt like he had beaten, who he felt like he had knocked out. So he went right into, jumping down these dudes' throats. Hold on. I think I got another clip from him. Y'all hit the like button for me. Sub to the channel. Let's keep building, y'all.
Now, July 19th, we got Manny Pacquiao, Barrios. I know that you're very close with Barrios. How do you see that fight playing out? You know, Manny coming back out of retirement, at an older age now.
Well, I'm going for Barrios. We from San Antonio. We work at the gym where we at, and we like him. So we going with Barrios, the home team.
How does Barrios stop Pacquiao? Being, when Pacquiao's experience in the ring and all the elite fighters he's fought throughout the years.
The same way Floyd did it. Chapman had all the experience in the ring, all the same thing they saying about Manny. But Barrios got power, and he's too big for Manny. So that's how you're going to do it.
Absolutely. Senior, now, I'd be remiss if I didn't ask you about Crawford and Canelo. It's a fight that in the beginning, it wasn't showing too much tension. Then to get to New York, and the shove, the push happens. What do you think about that push, that shove? Do you think it was realistic? Do you think it was staged? And does it make it personal for the fighters?
Not great.
I think Crawford gonna win. Crawford is my guy. So I think he's gonna win. I'm going with Crawford and Bomac in him.
What does Crawford got to do to get the keys to the victory? You know, Canelo is a very also skillful fighter. You know, he uses a lot of feints, and he likes to go to the body, especially if he sees you not throwing punches.
Right.
He started late.
Crawford's got to be himself. He a switch fighter, set up traps to make Canelo run into. He got to use his feet. He better not stand toe-to-toe with Canelo, or he might be sleep there.
I hear that. I hear that. Now, your predictions for that fight, you know?
My prediction is Crawford gonna stop him. I know everybody gonna say it's crazy, but I think Crawford is gonna stop him.
What round you think he has the possibility of stopping him?
Like 11, 12, because Crawford start late. I believe that he'll stop him. Or he's gonna get stopped. One or the other, somebody gets stopped. I don't think it's going to decision.
Now, you know, in your son's division, the talk is always Shakur. But there's multiple other names on there, and one of the biggest names in that division is going to be Gervonta Tank Davis. Is that a fight that you and your son are looking to, willing to entertain?
We want all of them. All of them that got the belt. We're going to be undisputed. So everybody who has the belt, whether it's a Mason, Shakur, Tank, all of them is on the hit list.
You become a mandatory. You're going to vote that challenge?
Yeah. Tank is no threat to us. We've been in camps with Tank already. We've been in camp with all these people already, getting them ready for their fights. So they know the threat. They already know what's coming. That's why Tank is retiring. That's why everybody running and scattering. Everybody who's in the gym, Floyd was with, getting them ready for their fights. They hauling ass because they know the storm that's coming. The public don't know. But everybody that's in the boxing community, they know Floyd since he was 16 sparring his champ. So we want all of them, every single one. He'll get knocked down too. I've said that Floyd wouldn't stop Tank. Floyd gonna stop all of them. They can't take his power. We know because when he was getting Devin ready, buckling Devin and fucking them all up in camp, they can't deal with his power. So it's not one of them in 135 or 140 that's gonna stop him from being undisputed champion. Both those individuals.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Hype, we out.
Man, so he's saying he's gonna be undisputed in multiple divisions. Nobody can stop him from 135 to 140. They're gonna just beat everybody just because they like that. They the greatest thing since sliced bread. He says, I say he don't want no scrub. You stupid. Hit that like, let's keep cooking, y'all. So look, you hear what they saying? They're gonna always still Tank name out there. Abdullah and Mason name been thrown around, but like I said, I don't really like how they be mentioning his name because at the end of the day, it don't add up. Respectfully, I don't care about y'all sparring sessions because what I do care about is when you have the opportunity to fight him for good money, you price yourself out. Essentially, you ask for money that you definitely didn't deserve. You get what I'm saying? As a non-champion, why would they pay you $2.5 million to fight somebody that you said is so easy? That can't beat your son. That's what you said. That's what you were saying. You said the dude can't beat your son. That's what you were telling us. Dudes can't. Not saying Mason is not that good. Mason, I'm trying to tell you, Mason, he easy way for my son. Floyd, I had to tell Floyd to take it easy on him. Like that's what he was saying. Like you had to tell Floyd to take it easy. That's what you was doing. That's exactly what he was doing. Is this the same? Oh, hold on. That ain't the one. I got another one up here. Hold on.
And Ed Austin versus Abdullah Mason just got a lot more information.
Wow, Mason is a good fighter, but Mason will get destroyed by Ed.
Destroyed?
I mean, just look at the facts. Look at when he got hit by the other guy. He hit way harder than that guy. Way more accurate, way more agile. Mason wouldn't stand a chance. They shared the ring together already. And I had to ask Floyd, before you hit two of them, work defense is fast. I've been saying that. So he ready to beat Mason in the amateurs, and then they even have it on film us them two sparring. So it's nothing, and they ain't taking away nothing from Mason. It's just Mason is a great fighter, but he's running into the greatest boxer of all time. So it is.
So he the greatest boxer of all time without fighting nobody, but Shakur is nothing. And he accomplished way more. You can't make this shit. You can't make this shit up, bro.
They don't take away from none of their accomplishments. There's no boxing history didn't go to school with just programmed for 5 hours of boxing since 8. While other people in school, he got to study what style of boxing to go to the gym. Nobody ever in history. So what people see, they're not going to understand right now. Nobody in history was him.
There you go. That fast styles of boxing. The fast styles of boxing. There you go. See, I told you. Yeah, I told you. Hey, look, he said all of that. He said he couldn't take his power. He told him to just work on defense. Just take it easy. Just take it easy on him. Then, but when Mason and them tell the stories, don't sound nothing like that. Heard he got took out the ring and they ain't put him back in. But you claiming you did something else. You making it seem like, listen, there's no doubt that the kid is strong and he can punch. That's a fact. I can see that. But I don't, the way you sell him as the biggest puncher in the world, like we seen him not knock people out. You know what I'm saying? He's the shit rolling at him all over the place. He ain't come close to knocking that dude out. That's what I'm saying. You keep talking about nobody could take his power. Is he going to be able to land that power against some of these guys that you talking about fighting? You don't know. You know the 5 styles of boxing? You know what I'm saying, Jay? I definitely don't. I don't know the 5 styles of boxing. I know he don't know me, though. But shout out to the kid because he talented, no doubt. I ain't got nothing bad to say about him. I just want to keep seeing him unprove it. He had his proven moment against Tevin at the fallout of him in court fighting. So, and he proved it. That's how you do it. That's how you make a statement. You know, there's nothing I can say about that. But you just better understand that it's different levels, man. Everybody ain't on the same level. That's all. So even though you might have felt like you did whatever to Tevin, everybody's not Tevin Farmer. And that's for sure. That's for shit sure. Everybody's not Tevin Farmer. Boxing Dad, what it do on me? When Floyd in the ring, yeah, it was the ancestors that took over his body. You know, like, bro, what? Dude, you just gonna admit to hypnotizing, bro, admitting to damn sorcery in real time with his son, bro. He got his son on, man. Crazy work, crazy, bro. Let's keep building, though, man. Let's keep building, man. But like I said, he's number 1 now in that WBA. Let's see who they try to fight next, you know? He said he want all the people with the titles. So let's see how that work out for him. They over there on Golden Boy. They mastered the 5 styles of boxing on Golden Boy. And they coming to knock Tank out. 3 rounds or less. Shakur, I know they can't take his power. I told kid, you hit too hard for Mason. Don't hit him. Work on defense. Just work on defense. Y'all be trying to make people sound like super soldiers and shit. So he just so strong. So who is he, Thor? Like, bro, who exactly is he fighting? Thor? Like, seriously, Thor, the Hulk? Yeah, I had to tell him, just take it easy on him. Don't hit him for real. Like, imagine that. You got a chance to beat somebody's ass, you're going to put hands on them so you can talk crazy. I'm not trying to hear that. I'm tired of all these convenient stories, bro. Your son a dog like that, you're going to let a dog off the leash, bro. Yeah, just take it easy on him. You know, just work on defense. Mason, like a beast, bro. Like, I seriously doubt that you got to take it easy on that kid. I just don't believe. I refuse to believe that shit. I'm not running with it. I'm not. And then what pisses me off? Pisses me off. Why didn't you fight him? Damn. If my son is punching so hard, right? If he's punching so hard that I got to tell him to just work on defense, and I get an opportunity to fight this guy for the same money I would have got to fight the world champion, why don't I take it? There's no common sense in that. Nothing in the world says leave that fight on the table. Get out of my face. Now 2.5. 2.5 is our number. You don't get to set your number. Who the hell you think you are? Bro, got right in the way. You got good money here. That was good money to fight Mason. You probably didn't get offered that to fight Tevin Farmer. I bet you did. So miss me with that shit, man. It wasn't you. If he was that easy, nothing in boxing be adding up. Your son that much more dominant over him in sparring, but when the opportunity there to fight him for the most money he would have gotten in his career is no. It's like, nah, we need some more on that. We need 2.5. Yeah, Turkey, that's our number. Let's get this money. So he kept talking about. I'm like, yeah, man, you know you're not beating Mason. I'm sorry, that's what it makes me think. Because you can't tell me that there's no reason why you don't accept that fight. There's no reason why. There's no reason why, bro. Like, no reason why. Something make me think if you would have got the money, you still wouldn't have fought him. You know what I mean? Yeah, Black Panther, for real. Like, bro, who is bro? He is a superhero. Like, bro, is he a mutant? Like, I'm trying to figure it out. Cat Sports, shout out to the box story. G tatted up. TV, what it do, homie? How you feeling? Norman is next. Telling you, Copper Aberration. This was good, too. Would like to take shots at Norman. Oh, yeah, Tio, right? Now that Devin versus Brian, you get me? We're going to get into Tio. We about to cook on him, man. We about to cook on Tio. Al Booker, shout out to my homie, man. He came off his suspension, but decided to fight Broly and lost. Now he's out for another year. Yacht with an injured hand, claiming that he mentally going through stuff and beefing with Oscar De La Hoya. You know what I'm saying? Cut said he talked about being undisputed, and then on the boxing voice, he said belts don't matter. I see what I'm saying? Say anything, bro. Just be yapping. I'm serious, bro. That shit is it need to be studied. I'm not too sure that he even knows what he be saying, bro. I'm dead. I'm serious, yo. Bro, do not know what the hell he be talking about. He just be saying stuff. That shit is some of the most bogus, outlandish shit you could ever see in boxing, bro. I ain't never seen nothing quite like that in my life. In all of my life, bro. The 5 stars in boxing. Mason is too easy. Like, yo, damn, it's just like when Tio said how easy Subriel Matias is, how easy Puerto Ricans is. Then he get offered a pay-per-view fight for the most money ever, and he says no. Talking about the threshold. I gotta sell X amount of pay-per-views, but he a star though. This shit made no sense. It be blown. These fighters be making me mad as hell. I'm one of the most laid-back, level-headed people, but it get to a point where they just insult our intelligence. If money and opportunity is what you're looking for, why do you turn it down when you get one? And again, your most lucrative offer came from the kind of fighter that you say you beat with ease. You don't care how they take it. You say you beat Puerto Ricans easy. That's what you were saying. Then you get to fight Subriel. I guess he ain't Puerto Rican enough, huh? You ain't want to fight him, huh? Man, this dude be pissing me off, man. You talked all this shit about Devin Haney, and then you walk away from the fight. Talked all this shit about Crawford. Now you finally woke up that ship is set. But then now you take shots at Brian Norman, talking about, but who? Again, too, who he's fighting. Like, bro, it could be you. It could be you out there getting slept. You could be Sensaki, to be honest with you. That damn Doug Funny knows he'd be punching you square in your shit. It could have been you, but you ain't real enough to take no fight like that. But you'll talk about him. You'll get in an interview and make sure you run your mouth. Brian Norman is on the tear right now. Win, lose, or draw. And his next fight, he's on an absolute tear, and I'm rocking with him all the way. I hope he continue to kick ass. You know what I'm saying? I hope so. I mean, shout out to, Dev Haney. Look, this is going to be an interesting fight, to say the least. For sure. It's going to be an interesting scrap. I'll get to this. Where's this Joker at, man? Teofimo Yoka. I mean, Pussy. That's what he called T.O. And he called one of them dudes a yoker. Hold on, let me get this up, y'all. We're going to pull this up. Boys be crying. What it do, man? Y'all hit that like button, man. Let's keep building, man.
Ship is sale. Okay, so who's left for you right now? Champions of 47.
Brian Norman, look, we.
Are you still interested in the Crawford fight, or is that ship is sale? Okay, so who's left for you right now?
So he said he's not still interested in the Crawford fight. That ship has sailed. The shit was never docked in the first place to sell. It was never a shit. It was a hoop dream, a fantasy. You get it just wasn't real. It was never gonna happen, and you knew that. But you clout chased his name. Now you sitting up here with a shiesty on, and you look overdressed as hell. You bogus. This dude got stuff. He over here looking like Fonzie, cool as hell, Miliano with the shades on. This idiot over here looking like a YN. For real, like a lost one, too. Look at him. Sitting there with that shiesty on, that baggy-ass sweatshirt. This dude is silly. That ship is sold. It was never a shit for you and Crawford. Never. It was never a thing, Team Alifu. You know what I'm saying? Dang, Team Alifu.
Champions of 47.
Brian Norman looked really good.
Yeah, but against who?
Highlight reel knockout.
But against who? Yeah, anybody can look good until you take to that next level. Feel me? So that's why they've been talking about other fighters, not Teofimo. So I wonder why.
Bro, but what are you talking about? See, this is what I hate. Y'all be quick to tear each other down for who y'all fight instead of just respecting the performances. Yo, he beat the hell out of Sensaki, bro. He whooped his ass. That shit was impressive. I don't give a damn what you say. And he did it in his backyard. You go crawl over there and do it. You go to Japan to beat somebody. Better yet, won't you move up to 47 and challenge Brian Norman for his WBO title? Don't you got a WBO champion? Ain't you the champion at 140? Why don't you take your ass up there and fight him? That's the only thing that be pissing me off about Teo. You talk about all the dudes that you won't fight. I don't get it. The opportunity was there for Brian Norman fight. You won't dare entertain it. Teofimo, Brian Norman and Devin Haney about to fight now because you ain't willing to fight neither one. Think about something. Let that marinate, y'all. He had opportunities to fight both of them. You don't want to fight neither one, but you quick to talk about, against who? Anybody could look good, but against who? Till you get to the next level. Man, I ain't trying to hear that. Look, man, Brian Norman, 23 years old, and he cooking. I'm trying to hear that shit. That's all. Like, y'all got to stop sounding like haters of each other, man. Like, I get it. Sensaki's not a world beater, but he went over there to his world in Japan and cooked his ass. He ain't struggle either. It's a highlight reel knockout, viral. That shit might be the KO of the year because of the magnitude of it. He had to get stretched up out of there. That was a one-punch knock, and he set it up beautifully. Oh, you bogus, man. Let's keep going, man.
But other than that, man, I don't know. Anybody. You trying to stay ready. Stay maintaining.
Anybody. You trying to stay ready.
I'm in the 55s, 56 march. I'm a little high after this run. God willing, I'll be at 53.
3 pounds on. It's
so,
crazy.
But nevertheless, trying to maintain, never know. Might go to 47 or just maintain and retain my belt at 40.
You're already undisputed at 35.
So that's what he's saying. He don't know, what he'll do. And I understand that to a degree because you got options there. You saying maybe you'll go up to 47, maybe you'll stay down, 140 where you got your titles at. And that's the thing, though, because you'll say that, but then in the next breath, you'll turn around and say, oh, I want to fight Boots, though. You get what I'm saying? Think about that shit. Come on, man. These dudes be knowing what's up. That's why you started calling Boots' name, because you knew what was up. You knew he ain't have long at that weight class, and you knew the chances you getting that fight was slim. Same thing with Crawford. Now it's like you don't know who you will fight. They ask you who you will fight. You say anybody, but that's not true because when given an opportunity, you don't fight these guys. Like, what kind of perfect situation or deal that you looking forward to fighting these dudes? All that money you said was on the table for the Devin Haney fight out of your mouth, talking about they rushing it. How are they rushing you into a fight that could have happened years ago with the beat that y'all had or the back and forth with y'all? How are they rushing a fight when he a fight removed off the Ryan Garcia shit, got a get back fight, and you still don't want to fight him? How are they rushing it? It's 2025. How in the hell are they rushing? You get what I'm saying? Get out of here, bro. That dude will be in his third weight class. You telling me they rushing to fight with y'all? Shit don't even make sense, yo. Just say you don't want to fight him. They rushing.
I don't care what anyone says. You had all the belts. You beat the man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, for sure. I even feel like at 40, I became undisputed. No one beat Taylor. He was undefeated. He relinquished the belts, but he didn't lose the belts. And he still had the Lino, which was the most important one. And that's the one I carry and defended 3 times now. I only got to defend my WBO 2 more times, and then I get the ring. That's I think only 5 or 4 of them have, I guess, conquered.
What do you guys think of the Canelo Crawford belt costing $180,000?
Bro, what? That's insane. Is that going to be for every guy?
No.
And look, I don't really care about what they thought about the Canelo Crawford. At the end of the day, we all got opinions on that. But I just wanted to play the stuff about him that really is full of shit. He still don't want to fight nobody. That's what it seems like to me. He say he'll fight anybody, but the opportunities get given to him, and he don't fight anybody. That's what he end up fighting, anybody, right? So, look, more wasted time from him. I just don't believe him much. I don't think he's scared of guys, but I just think with that loss, he's hesitant to go in and happen unexpectedly against a guy that he didn't expect to beat him. And I definitely don't think he want to lose to these so-called black fighters that he talk about. I'm gonna keep saying it till he prove otherwise. I don't see it being no other way. If money wasn't enough incentive to get in the ring with a Matias or a Devin Haney, I don't know what kind of situation that's just gonna magically present itself that he's gonna be part of, and he gonna want to he gonna want to fight then. So if even with Devin Haney not looking like he all the way back to himself, if that's not enough to convince you or give you confidence, then him looking any better than that is not going to give you the confidence either. You're not going to wait for him to have a good performance and then want to fight him. That's not what you're doing. So at the end of the day, I think he's just wasting a lot of time, and he's going to end up fighting somebody that nobody care about seeing him fight. I think that's what's going to happen. You get me? And irrelevancy is going to be something that's he going to become a part of, being a guy that's super irrelevant, don't got nothing going on. I'm telling you, but got titles. He going it's crazy because the moves he making or not making, the fights that he's not taking, he making the fact that he has a title insignificant. It's not meaningful the way it should be. If he was moving right, then it'd mean more. Like, yeah, you beat Barboza, but it's like, what do you do? Every time you get something, you do something good, you take this pause and the action in it. It's like you stop and you get in the way of your own self being greater. That's what it looked like to me. It's the weirdest thing that I've ever seen, bro. It's the weirdest shit I've ever seen, ever. So, look, as it pertains to T, I don't expect we see him with nobody. I think he's gonna just keep talking and trying to handpick guys that he expected to beat, as long as he can anyway, until the rubber meet the road and he's forced to fight somebody. That's the only way I think you'll see him in any of the fights that we want to see, but I hope he proves me wrong, but I doubt it. He needs to be strict. Yeah, I think so too, locked and loaded. The way he was talking and moving, yeah, and I think if he don't fight a credible opponent next in his fight, now Barboza was understandable. I think his next opponent got to be, up to par. You know what I'm saying? Or he do need to be strict, because you're not gonna move right with the titles. Then what's the point of having it, right? You say the takeover. He was talking that undisputed stuff, but it seemed like he stopped. And I definitely know he probably don't think that way now that Gary Antoine Russell got a title, because I doubt if he would want to fight him. You know what I mean? I doubt if he would want to fight him. Seriously doubt it. He won't even mention his name as a potential opponent. I ain't never heard that man speak a word of Gary Antoine Russell. Oh, that's Tweezy. That's what he says. Tweezy. Now, do you want to fight Tweezy? Yes or no? That's what I want to know. Do you want to fight him? Well, let's keep rolling, man. Let's keep rolling, man. So this been the fight right here that's been getting a lot of talk, and I've been talking about it every step of the way. I'm just glad that it's actually happening. It's something that could come to fruition. It speaks volumes about both of these young fighters and their willingness to challenge themselves. And this brings me to my next point, with Brian Norman. Shout out to Khalil Coe. He just did an interview with my guy YSM, and I'm about to let y'all hear what he had to say about Brian Norman, who in this post right here, he's giving Devin Haney his just due. You know what I mean? He said, even if he's gun shy or whatever, you could never fault his heart. I've been saying that about Haney. Why does he need to fight me? I just came off the biggest knockout of my career, possibly the knockout of the year. My momentum is high. It's going high. He said, why does he need to fight me? So no matter what, I know he got heart. He got dog in him. That's Brian Norman Jr. and Devin Haney. That's respect. That's real. I think when you're able to give fighters their credit for what they are, you're able to prepare for that, whatever that is. You get what I'm saying? So him just being willing to acknowledge that, he feels like Devin Haney is a guy with a ton of heart, and I'm pretty sure he respects his skills too. But he said, shit, even with him being gun shy, you can tell he got heart.
What you think of that fight?
Man, first of all,
hold on, let's get to this. Shout out to the homie YSM. Let's get to this. This is Khalil Coe. Shout out to Jersey. He's gonna give his thoughts on Brian Norman in the fight, because this has just been one of the big talks. So we gonna build on it. And hopefully nothing gets in the way of this fight happening. I don't think so, unless you want to count Richard Comey. I think Cal. Unless you want to count him, and none of the guys that he talk about seem like he had intentions on fighting him. This is the strangest thing I've ever seen, bro. To make you a fan, I'm no BS. Yeah. What he said about Devin. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Brian Norman don't just be talking just to talk. He's solid. He a real one. And you gave that man his credit. Like, yo, even if he is gunshot, you can see the heart. You can see he got a heart, but you got to get over that mental block, start letting them hands go. And be a track star like Bob Arum said. If he do that, that's going to be very bad for him. But let's get into it. Shout out to the homie Mill from YSN.
Recently announced, you got Devin Haney, Brian Norman Jr. What you think of that fight?
Man, first of all, I don't understand. First, Devin, I thought he was gonna fight Richardson. You know what I mean? After that fight, you just see what Richardson said. I was there. You know what I mean? After the fight, he took the mic. He said, "I'm looking into the camera." Devin Haney, Bill Haney. What did he say? He was a bitch. That's what he called him, or something like that.
Yeah, something.
Oh man, you gotta fight after that. You gotta fight. But you gonna fight Brian Norman. But now, the Brian Norman fight. And Brian Norman's coming off a crazy knockout. You know what I mean? They said something about the guy losing his memory after that.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Backed him up.
That's crazy. I don't see that happening in the Devin Haney fight. I don't think anybody's going to be able to catch Devin Haney now. I don't think nobody's going to be able to. That hook that Brian hit him with, that's not happening again. You seen his last fight. He was in tremendous shape. The whole fight, all 12. Boxing, moving when he wanted to. And Brian Norman he's in my opinion, he's one-dimensional. You know what I mean? I don't see him being able to cut Devin off and doing anything with him. I see him getting outboxed. Decision.
Interesting, man. Shout out to Khalil Crowe, the big stepper. He feels like Brian Norman is one-dimensional. I don't. Me personally, I think he can cut the ring off. It's just how consistent and effective can you be at doing so, right? For me, and I respect his opinion, but I think Brian Norman, you've seen him, if you've been watching, you've seen him kind of adding a little layers to the game and improving in the right areas, right? So I think he a little bit overlooked a little bit, like the skill set, because I think his power is the most obvious thing with Norman. But like, even if you seen with the Sensaki fight, look at his approach, look at the execution, the way he stayed calm, the way he countered him, right? The way he utilized the jab, stayed disciplined, cool under pressure, right? Picked the right shots. So he set up, went to the body, and he set up the hook that ended the show. He punching memories out of people. He punching priceless memories out of people, bro. That shit is real, man. That shit is real.
Yeah, you got a lot of people picking against Dev. The Las Vegas line has Dev as the favorite. You've been in there, right? How do you nullify a puncher?
Well, we know Brian's a puncher. I'm not gonna take nothing away from him. We know he's a puncher, and like I said, everybody has a puncher's chance, but I just don't see his chances are slim. You know what I mean? Like I said, if he was more, his footwork is not up to par enough to catch Devin. You know what I mean? Devin's a hell of a boxer. You know, before the Ryan knockout. So now he's just more conscious of what can happen. So he's not gonna be able to do anything with Devin.
That's interesting. Shout out to Cole. That's why I like hearing from the fighters. That's why I'm not a big on disagreeing either, though. But I like hearing what he said, though. Just different perspective. You feel like because Devin made those mistakes in the Ryan Garcia fight, that he's going to avoid them, that same type of mistake moving forward. And to a degree, like, I can see why he said that, because I think that really was one of his main purposes and focuses of his last fight. He was like, yeah, I got hit with that shit last time, but you won't get me this time. And the question is always going to be how offensive can he be while maintaining that consistent movement and boxing and moving? Because listen, for me, if that's exactly how you're going to fight, then that tells me it's going to be very close, very similar and reminiscent of how you fought Ramirez. And I think that's very dangerous with Brian Norman. I get it. People have questions about the feet, his footwork, but I think he's a smooth operator, and I think he can move and cut the ring off better than what people realize. And sometimes it takes the right kind of fight to show it. So Khalil Cole could end up being right, or I could. It doesn't matter to me if I'm right or wrong. I just want to see how it play out, to see if I knew, if I knew what I was saying with Brian Norman. I think he's getting better, and you can't look at him as the same as that guy from multiple fights ago, right? It's growth with that guy. You can see it as clear as day. So he just having back-to-back viral like knockouts, like these joints was all good, like back-to-back-to-back. So trifecta. So you know what I'm saying? Now you be traveling to Turkey. I mean to Saudi Arabia essentially to fight Devin over there with them folks, with them peoples. Look, man, that shit ain't gonna be easy to deal with Brian Norman and his dad, man. They winning, his momentum is ride high, like he said, his confidence is as well. And I think his boxing ability is underrated. I think it's a bit overlooked. You get what I'm saying? Norman's is. Because I think people see how raw he looked essentially when they first got to watch him. But look at the growth. It's not the same exact fighter. That's a better version each time out. That's what I'm saying, at least. So my thing is, if he's going to continue on the path that he's on, man, it's going to make a very difficult fight for Devin Haney. And just boxing and moving ain't going to be the easiest thing. But that is Devin Haney's game. He can be disciplined, sharp, stick to his game plan. What I would like to see, for better or for worse, I want to see him be 100% himself and Brian Norman be 100% himself, so we can see the best fight possible. Like I said all along, I do respect him taking this fight anyway. So, let's see where it takes him.
Does Devin have the ability to gain Brian's respect at 157 pounds?
Does Devin have the ability to gain Brian's respect?
Yeah.
Thanks,
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Do you need to, though?
He might. Yeah, you need to. He needs to, but I don't see it happening. It's like it's a mental thing too, as well. You know what I mean? It's like, okay, yeah, I'm a great fighter. He got the loss taken away, but that knockout is still in the back of his head. You know what I mean? He's like, it's always gonna be there. This guy is the person who, I can't. It's gonna always affect him. When it comes to him, that's like me and like anybody with a brother, like the big brother effect. You know what I mean? Like my big brother always gonna get the best of me. You know what I mean? That's kind of what it's like.
Shout out to YSM, man. Always a great work. Always, as always, man. Always great work. So look, man, respect to Khalil Cole. He had an interesting take, man. To say the least, on how he feels like the fight would play out. But see, it's interesting. He said something about gaining his respect, and I think that's important too, to a degree. Give him something to think about. Yeah, I agree with that. I agree with that, Shelton. I think so. Just mix it up, and he's shown the ability to do so. So it's not like he can't do it, But it's just the only question is how much of it will he do and how successful will he be doing so, and what kind of positions will it put him in if he start taking certain risks. So I think he'll be fine, man. Bro will be fine. He just got to go out there, fight his fight, and do what's necessary, bro. You know what I'm saying? Do what's necessary to get that win. But standing your ground at certain points will be pivotal and important. And I think in doing so, that will, in return, create certain opportunities for Brian Norman on the other end that could lead to this fight being something that we could be entertained by. I think so. So, again, it's up to him mentally how he wants to approach this fight. But like Shelton said, give him his best chance. I think you're going to have to do a mixture of things. Kind of mix it up a bit. You know what I'm saying? Try to keep Brian Norman thinking. Don't be no stationary target. You want to try to control the range that you're fighting at, because without that, it makes the fight tougher. Brian Norman closes the gap on you, because I'm assuming you got the longer arms and you're going to want to look the box from range. He's going to want to get in close. And he's deadly in there. He's a better inside fighter, I believe. Got that single one-punch power is real. Like, he could really change the fight with his punching power. You see it with Brian Norman. So that's all Devin Haney has to be very aware and conscious of the fact that this kid can crack. And if you're not careful, he can put you out. But, I think you know, for him, it's dope that Brian Norman, you know, he highlighted the fact that Devin Haney has heart. Even if he fought gun shy a bit in his last fight, dude got heart. He's going to try to get in there and do something. So I just think he really made sure that he didn't screw up this time. And people can't get past it, right? It's crazy, but, you know. But I think that's what he's going to look to do, man. Try to box on the outside. But that's not an easy fight. If you pay attention, and I think me and Behind the Hands was talking about this too. Like if you watch some of the clips and seeing just little things, little like small things with Norman, you see the improvements. Like that's a student of the game. This kid is working. Like I played the clip where he was studying Devin Haney jumping rope, bro be on it. And he was watching his best win. He was watching him win against Loma. So it's like, in his mind, you would be preparing for the best version of him, not the one that Ryan beat up. A lot of people would think, oh, go watch that fight. He's like, nah, I'm going to go watch the one where you won, at least on the cards you did, right? A lot of people thought he lost, but yeah, man, I think he might have a longer reach. Oh, shout out to B Norman, man. He said Dev 71-inch, and Norman got a 72. That's interesting, bro. So he don't have the longer arms, man. Look. Turkey gonna throw up 10 by 10 ring. Put him in that shoebox. Shout out to B Norman, man. That's tough. Yeah, that's not gonna be a good thing. Then. Yeah, that boxing. Look, and I just want to be very honest. Like you gotta be sharp. You gotta be you. Haney needs to be Haney to make this fight live up to that expectation, and that's all. And I'm rooting for him to be him because I want to see a great fight. I'm not one of the guys that's against him. I don't want to put on record and ever say that he's done. You know, oh, he's done. Nah, I don't want to do that to him. You know, I want to see it. And I think I said this earlier. Any question that I think any of us have will be answered in that fight. Right? If he can take the punch, right? How you'll react to it. Where he's at mentally. Like I think more of those questions get answered with Norman, right? It's no other way. So it's been an interesting ride just to see this fight be built up. And I like the way they put it together. Shout out to Foxy Brown, good queen. Yeah, they both you gotta respect them for taking that fight. I'm just glad they was able to make it happen, like as a whole. And now we get to see them go out there and do their thing. You know what I mean? Neutral ground, no weird shit. Just I want to see both guys go get their bread, go get their bag, and fight. But I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say it again. I think Norman Jr.'s boxing ability is underrated. I think it's slept on just a bit, bro. I do. Because think about it. Like I never really hear people say one-dimensional. I don't look at it like that. You get what I'm saying? I see boxing. It's not like think about something. What did he just do in his last fight? He didn't just go in there and just, Sensaki tried to do that, bring the fight to him and just blast him out. What did he do? Stay calm, picked his shots, countered them, punched in between his shots, broke him down, broke his ass down, took the fight out of another guy. So, I mean, he took the soul from him in that one, but you get me. So I'm trying to, I don't know. I see an approach that, works. And I see a guy that can cut the ring off. I don't know if just moving around playing keep away works. That's why I say I want to see Devin be able to stand his ground at points because he has to. You know what I'm saying? You heard what Khalil Cole said too. You got to get that respect, bro. If you don't get somebody's respect, what they got to worry about? And that's a dog. Like he gonna go get you. I don't believe he's a dude that'll let you just box him and don't make the adjustment to try to get you. He's gonna do something different. So I'm rooting for boxing. I'm rooting for a great fight, man. I like both teams. And I'm respecting the hell out of Devin mindset. If he get in the ring with this man, that's what you do. You know what I mean? Keep trying to prove it against the best fighters there. And you to be fighting a champion, a legit champion at 47, coming off 3 of his best performances back to back. And that's the guy. Let's see it. That's it. Then the guy moving up, yeah, slightly. Shout out to the clean shaver. Yeah, he's very patient. That's what I noticed too. His poise. And you can stay that calm under fire. And we all know when Sensaki record, he got legit punching power. So you know damn well that he can crack. You know what I'm saying? He was putting everything into them punches, but he stayed so calm and poised in there. He didn't have a chance to land none of that wild shit. He wasn't landing. I can land on that shit. Sharp, keeping their hands at home, being defensively responsible. This ain't some mindless brute that's just going in there and winging it, bro. It's not happening. So I'm excited for it. I like the different takes, man. And you know, Regis is somebody that shared the ring with Devin. He feels like he said he should win, right? But I don't know if you could say should, because moving into his weight class, he been there. It's a full-fledged welterweight. He young, he fresh. He not small. You get him, you're not getting him a little ass boy. Like, so, you know, that shit look a little different. You know what I'm saying? He got a heavy jab. I seen it, bro. You seen his jab knock somebody 6-7 feet across the ring, broken punch. You know what I mean? In either hand. So I think he can box better than what giving credit, because again, it's easy to see the knockouts. They're easy to see, right? But they're not talking about how he's getting them. Like their last one, it wasn't just how bad he got him, it's how he set it up. It was beautiful. He went to this guy's body and feinted him to the body, made him think he was going low. He seen him stick his hand, try to block his body, and got cleaned up. He ain't even see the shot coming. That shit damn near, you know, sent them to meet him. Had that upper room experiment. Devin, I went against brother. Enjoy the end of the story. Shout out to Aaron. I'm always trying to be fair. You know, I try to, no matter what, I try to give both guys the proper opportunity to be able to win. You know, Devin going to have to box a phenomenal fight. That's all. You know what I'm saying? A mistake-free fight, because mistakes are going to be costly against that man. I think he sharp as hell. I think he got really good fundamentals and technique. And he throws punches really well. He trimmed the fat off them joints. So, see how them hooks was, man. I'm telling you, just don't go hooking with them. Because the last couple guys I've seen, that shit didn't go well for either guy, man. Either guy. Yeah. Fight your fight. Fight your fight. Most certainly. Shout out to the queen. I agree 1,000,000%. You got to fight your fight, man. Anything less to get you hurt out there. So, look, I can't wait for it, man. It's been fun. We're going to have more conversations, I'm sure, as it continue to go, because everybody got all these different takes and you know, ways they think this fight can play out. But let's listen to this clip, man. Big Rolo the Dawn has something to say. Let's see what he had to say.
I hope Brian Norman flatlines him. Brian Norman's a tremendous fighter. He punches hard and all that stuff. I hope they put that fight in a small ring, and they put ankle weights on both of them, so Brevin Haney don't run around like a turkey with his head cut off.
Who do you think wins?
I hope Brian Norman flatlines him.
But who do you think wins? What does the boxing IQ, boxing mind of Rolly Romero think happens in this fight?
This is Brian Norman's pro debut. It's not saying nothing. This is Brian Norman's first test. So this is pro debut. So we'll see how Brian Norman does, you know. And if he's able to pressure Devin, or if Devin's going to run around like a turkey, you know. We'll see if, you know, Brian Norman's going to have to work on cutting off the ring a lot because, I mean, obvious reasons.
Very last one. Did you hear about Turkey's comments talking about no Tom and Jerry running around the ring? Obviously, he would have been referring to what happened with Devin and other fighters as well. What did you make of those comments?
Look, the Tom and Jerry thing, right? So no Tom and Jerry, but you're going to keep giving these Tom and Jerry fighters opportunities. That's how I feel about it.
I never knew what Rolly's issue with Devin was. I never knew it. He always talking shit. It's just funny, but he said he'll be flatlining. Said, why do Turkey keep giving the peace to the Queen Kendra? How you feeling? He said, why you keep giving these Tom and Jerry fighters opportunities? Like I said, bro, I don't be sitting up here trying to come to the aid of no fighters, but I just don't like false narratives. That's only one fight where he moved around. I can't stress that enough. I'm tired of hearing it. It's like it's one fight as opposed to the 29 or 30 others. Like, you get what I'm saying? That don't define him as a fighter. Get what I'm saying? It's just like one loss, or you get what I'm saying? Don't make you a damn loser, or one knockout win don't make you a knockout artist. You got to do these things consistently. He got to consistently get in these fights and move around the ring without engaging with minimal offense for me to start buying into the narrative that he's just some big ass runner in the ring. And again, you got to be mindful of who you can do what against. I just don't think Norman Jr. is the kind of fighter that's going to allow you to do that without figuring it out. Get what I'm saying? You're going to show him the same thing, just keep moving. Like, think about it respectfully. Even Jose Ramirez was able to get in position. He just didn't have it to fire. That's not going to be Norman's problem. He's not an old guy or older guy on his way out. And I think that's what people are not taking into account. Yeah, Ramirez didn't do no damage and he didn't get to the target a lot, but you got to think he wasn't throwing punches like that. He'd get in position and just like, it's like his batteries that die on the remote. He won't throw punches. So it's like you do all that work to cut the ring off, you get in position finally, and then you don't execute. That's not going to be Norman's problem. And I got to see this whole where he can't cut the ring off. I don't believe that's the case. It's just how consistently is he going to have to do it? Like, if that's going to be a true focal point, you never know. If Devin go out there moving like that, it's not going to be good, bro. It ain't. It really ain't. Shout out to B-Dog. If you mentioned Rolly by name at Burger King, they added it to your order. You stupid. Think he took a dive? Who that? Who took a dive? Who take a dive? So Big Rolo is he rooting for B Norman. B Norman got some more support out here in these streets, man.
Fact or cap? Ready? Jake Paul will fight for a world title. Fact or cap?
Fact.
Canelo is the best Mexican fighter of all time.
Cap.
Usyk will retire undefeated.
Cap.
Ryan Garcia will fight Devin Haney again.
Cap.
It's not going to happen. Why not?
Not under my watch. He destroyed him.
Yeah, that's BS though. So there you go with that. That's surprisingly he thought Jake Paul was gonna get a damn a world title. That's a bit weird. From who? From where? How? I don't know about that. It may be. And then the reason why he probably said fact, because you know how boxing is with these titles. So it ain't exactly the hardest thing in the world to do, right? Get a title nowadays, but that'd be wild. The fact that they ranked, I think they got him ranked up at cruiserweight or something in the sanction about it. It's wild. It's wild behavior. I don't know what they're doing with him, but I just can't take what he's doing serious, but I can take what he's doing for fighters and the women's boxing serious and promoting that. That's dope. But I know his shows are what they are, so it is what it is. But let's keep rolling, man. Oscar Delahoya and Berlanga have been exchanging words for a little while, man, going back and forth. And it's kind of funny to me. It's a little funny, man. Oscar been beefing with these fighters, bro. It's funny. That one time when Oscar tried to offer me coca. This is ridiculous, bro. Oscar got to chill.
Edgar Berlanga, I have a huge surprise for you July 12th. I'm going in for William Cepeda, but you know what? I cannot wait to see you. You say you're going to slap me? I dare you.
Yo, he got Oscar token up. Oscar token up joints, waiting to be slapped is crazy, bro. Oscar is a damn fool, man. He clearly understands the content game and what it is to make a funny post, be silly. Like he just be having fun. I wouldn't want to see these dudes get into it outside the ring, but you know, Berlanga did say he's going to slap the hell out of him when he see him. But, you know, they always talk like that, man. I think if you care about your career, you got to be mindful, man. You can't crash out like that over, you know, some BS. You know, I think it's just words. But Oscar know how to piss you off. He going to talk his shit. The thing about it, you would think the way people go at Oscar, he wasn't the kind of fighter he was. This dude fought anybody, right? So it's just like as a promoter, they don't be respecting Oscar as. I ain't gonna lie. That's a strange ass. I don't know. Is that a workout? I don't know what that is, but that's pretty just weird. Look, where I never seen nobody do that. I was gonna throw 8-ball powder in Edgar's face and run off like. Bro, man, Edgar made fun of himself with that when he said that was him dodging, Oscar offering him that cocaine. These guys are funny, but back to the boxing, like that's the humor side. They going back and forth. Who cares? They're not gonna do much to each other. I doubt it. Don't make sense. It ain't worth it. But he is fighting Shiraz. That's coming up, the 12th. So let's see. They're giving him a main event billing over Shakur. Let's see if he delivered. You get what I'm saying? I do think the reason for that is because of Hamza Shiraz. I think Turki Al-Sheikh, that's his guy. It's just clear as that. He gave him the gift over Adames with the draw when he clearly got outboxed. He influenced that fight by telling him he was down to throw more punches and all this different stuff. So that shit, all that was weird. It was bad taste, nasty work from him. Kyle B, what's good, fam? I ain't gonna lie, it's an amateur fighter that he really be grabbing the ropes, slipping crazy. It's just sparring. It might be 1619. What it do, homie? Shout out to Judah Vision. What's good with it, bro? What's good? But let's see if he's able to make the most out of his opportunity. Him and Hamza Shiraz been going back and forth. I think that's low key gonna be a really good fight. I do. I think Edgar Berlanga can do a bit better than what people anticipate. I do. He gonna have to sink or swim. He's either that or you're gonna get outboxed and embarrassed. But I want to see him land the shot. I ain't gonna lie. I want to see if he land the shot. Could he hurt? You get what I'm saying? Hamza Shiraz. I really want to see that. Yeah, it wasn't, bro. It looked funny. He said, wasn't a male escort, you stupid. I feel great. And wasn't he? Foxy, he was. Gonna be a banger. Edgar gonna shock the world. Hey, I don't want to say that he gonna win for sure, but I really do think he could do better than what people think for some reason. Like maybe it's the Adames fight and the fact that this dude does get hit. You get what I'm saying? Tall, long body ass. He get hit though. So I think Berlanga got some good punching power for sure. And if he crack him the right way, he could be in trouble. That's what I want to see. If he can hit him and he can hurt him. You know what I'm saying? The way Adames was like cracking him, he was boxing the hell out of him, though, to be honest. He was making all the right moves in that fight. It was just his fight to lose. He controlled it from the beginning to the end. And it don't ever look like Hamza Shiraz ever got into the fight at all. At all, man. He didn't get into it like he was supposed to. And it just ended up being one-sided, ass whooping. Well, let's hear it.
This is my shit. That's why I told Turkey. I told Turkey, this is my shit. When I say Turkey at the fights, he said, "Oh, so you the king?" I said, "Yes, this is my shit, Turkey." But you the king too, cause you own all these hotels here. It's my shit, bro. I was raised here, bro. I'm a big New Yorker, bro.
So you got a lot of fans. You got a lot of fans here, yeah.
But listen, you, Turkey's baby.
That's what you think.
I know.
So if that's the case, why am I coming to your backyard?
I know. Because you don't have no choice.
Why is Turkey set up the fight in your backyard?
Because you don't have no choice. Because your poppy said, "Yo, listen, you gotta fight Berlanga, but you gotta fight Berlanga in New York."
If I was that, you'd come to London.
What are you gonna tell Poppy?
If I was that, you'd come to London. If I was that, you would come to London. I don't care where they at. They in New York with it. I think that's dope. Berlanga is from there. Shit, they support him. Let's see though. Look, Turkey is his man. We're not gonna act like he not. You know, Turkey is his man. You know what I mean? There's no other way to explain that decision, that being a draw, because that was the furthest thing from a draw. It was an easy unanimous decision win for Carlos Adames. He wasn't awarded his just due that night, and justice for Carlos Adames. So hope to see him back in the ring soon. But yeah, Hamza Shiraz didn't win that fight, but he got some talent, man. He did beat up my guy Ammo Williams pretty good. He did ammo kind of bad. So I mean, he got some talent for sure. He can box, but I think Carlos Adames had too much for him. I think he had too much for him. I think he had way too much for him. So I lean towards Shiraz being able to pull this off and box.
This is my shit. That's why I told.
It's gonna get interesting if he get caught, but let's see. We're gonna see. Let's keep rolling. I forgot Tim Bradley. Forgot to play Tim Bradley. Gave his thoughts on his fight with Haney. You know, pardon me, y'all. I forgot to play this. Ninja Turtle badly. Timmy Tim. Timmy. Let me get it right. Hit the like button, y'all. We're going to keep rolling for a minute. About another 20 minutes or so. We're going to cook, y'all. Shout out to B Norman for popping through, man. Shout out to him, man. I meant to drop the link for him and let him come up, chop it up for a second. But maybe the next time for sure. Shout out to him. Let's get TB up here. Let's see what he had to say. Tim be going in, yo. I just think it's funny that he's found the lane with the content creator, got the channel, and he embraced people calling him a hater. It's funny. But let's see what his thoughts was on this fight, though. Let's see. Timmy.
Know what it is, boxing Hall of Famer. Yo, woke up this morning, been studying Haney, been studying Norman Jr. Hey, I'm here to tell y'all right now, you Haney fans, it's not gonna go as well as you think it's gonna go. It's not gonna go as well as you think it's gonna go. Hey, I believe in Haney in the camp. I think, Dad, you made a mistake. You made a big mistake, man. Yes, you did. Look, man. All you gotta do if you wanna beat Haney, right? All you gotta do is let your hands go. Let your hands go. Get close and let your hands go. It's simple. It's not hard at all. It ain't a rocket science. Don't be sitting there and playing tit for tat and sword fight with this dude. Don't sword fight with him. All you gotta do is take it to him. Bring that pain. Yeah. Keep your defense tight. Of course. Get past that jab. Haney, you don't have the longer arms in this fight. You ain't got the longer arms or the longer reach in this fight. No, Norman got a 72-inch reach. You got a 71, 72-ish. Yeah, man. He can jab with you. He got power on that jab. Yeah. He can turn that jab over to a left hook. Man, and I see you, Haney. I see you, man.
You see, Pops just came through. Coach just came through and said 71-inch, 72. That's what I'm saying. I was just thinking naturally that maybe he'd had a longer arms, but nah. Then I'm not taking into account that it's welterweight, so guys naturally bigger and longer up there too. So Norman having an inch reach advantage is crazy. Yeah, he definitely could jab with you. That's gonna make it very interesting, bro. You stupid. You stupid, yeah.
Look, man. All you gotta do if you wanna beat Haney, right? All you got to do is let your hands go. Let your hands go. Get close and let your hands go. It's simple. It's not hard at all. It ain't a rocket science. Don't be sitting there and playing tit for tat and sword fight with this dude. Don't sword fight with him. All you got to do is take it to him. Bring that pain. Yeah. Keep your defense tight. Of course. Get past that jab. Haney, you don't have the longer arms in this fight. You ain't got the longer arms or the longer reach in this fight. No, Norman got a 72-inch reach.
That's
you got a
crazy.
71, 72-ish. Yeah, man. He can jab with you. He got power on that jab.
Yeah.
He can turn that jab over to a left hook. Man, and I see you, Haney. I see you, man. Boy, you gonna get knocked out from a left hook, man. I promise you. I went back and watched your Ramirez fight, too. I see the mistake you making, man. Yeah. With that left hook you throwing, that's a terrible left hook, man. The way you dipping and coming up with that left hook, you gonna get knocked out. Norman gonna see that coming. That boy heavy on his front foot, got better balance now than ever before. He don't fall in with his shots anymore. He's keeping himself at a good distance, getting leverage on every single punch. That boy got hand speed also to go along with it. Looping right hand to cut you off, either to the body or to the head.
Yes.
Man, I'm telling you, this fight dangerous for you, man. Yeah. It ain't gonna go as well. You gonna need more than snack. You gonna need a whole meal. A whole meal and some. A whole buffet.
Oh, he said he gonna need more than snack. Timmy said snack ain't enough. B Norman coming bringing that smoke, man. He said that you gonna need a whole meal.
Just getting leverage on every single punch. That boy got hand speed also to go along with it. Looping right hand to cut you off, either to the body or to the head. Man, I'm telling you, this fight dangerous for you, man. It ain't gonna go as well. You gonna need more than snack. You gonna need a whole meal. A whole meal and some. A whole buffet. If you're going to do something to Norman Jr. I promise you that. He coming for your neck, man. He coming for your neck, and I don't care, man. Get on that bike. Man, you gonna have to get on that bike. You gonna have to, beg Turkey and say, Turkey, I'm gonna have to go move around this ring, because if you stand there the way that you fought Ryan Garcia, bro, it is not gonna go well. It is not. Yeah. So you heard it here first, people. You heard it here first. Tim Bradley, I'm predicting a knockout Norman Jr. A late stoppage. He gonna catch him. He gonna catch him. He gonna hurt him, and it's gonna be all she wrote. Peace.
Tim came up there going there, didn't he? Hey, damn. That's why I like this, man, because it goes back and forth. You got people saying Norman Jr. knockout, stoppage. You got people saying Devin, ain't nobody gonna be able to catch him now that he's boxing and moving like that since getting caught by Ryan. Making that mistake against Ryan, he won't make it again. You heard what Khalil Cole said. So it's not really about being right or wrong. Obviously, everybody will be proven right or wrong once the fight happens. But for me, I just like the different perspectives, man. It's boxing, anything can happen. But again, fighting a guy, Norman Jr., that's looking the best he's looked and continuing to grow as a fighter, and then you getting in there not looking exactly how you once used to look. I mean, the writing is kind of on the wall. So the consensus is be prepared, be ready. And even with that being said, it's still a tough fight for you. So it's all good, man. Both guys are taking risks and taking challenges on both sides. So you got to respect them both. They showing you what they made of. You know what I'm saying? It's one thing to talk it, it's another thing to walk it. They had the Normans on their list, right? Allegedly. So it's like you had the right one on your list. You had the right ones that, if given the opportunity, going to oblige, right? So there you go. And you get a fight. And I told people, man, just keep paying attention to them, keep supporting them. They doing it the right way. And it's got an interesting, fun dynamic because it got the personalities of both Brian Norman Sr. and Bill Haney. And they don't bite their tongue at all. They don't bite their tongue at all. So it's just going to be fun. Then you got Haney just out to prove that he's still who he is. He's still him. Brian Norman is going to continue to prove that, yo, I'm one of these ones. I'm one of the best fighters, not just at 147, but in the world. And I don't mind traveling, taking my belt on the road and beating ass and taking it back home with me. That's what people are ignoring about Norman as well. He's getting comfortable traveling away, just like a regular theme for him now. You know what I'm saying? Get more comfortable. And that's what I'm noticing with each performance. It's the level of comfortability and polish that you've seen. And that's growth to me. No, I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, you're getting 20 times better. And 30. No, I'm not going to exaggerate it. But that is growing how a fighter should. He's growing right the way he should. That pace is going to be very dangerous, bro. He ain't done yet. I don't think he's done yet. 23, nah, I don't think he's done learning and growing. You get me? So this is boxing. You never stop learning. So he's just in a really good space. And not only just learning, but understanding who he is as a fighter and his strengths and how to get to you. That shit is becoming like a, you know what I mean, comfort zone for him. The level of comfort that he displayed or calm, that's which however you want to look at it, when he was under fire. But since Saki putting everything he had into them punches, let me know something about that man. I said, oh, yeah, he cool, calm, and collected. He the type of person, he got that kind of temperament, and not saying that this will happen, but if you he got the kind of temperament, if you was to get pulled over somebody, cops, that's the guy that's just going to be chill and not worried. Care. You know what I'm saying? He's going to be able to stay chill, keep his calm. You know what I'm saying? Because if you could stay calm with somebody putting everything they got into their shots, fighting at home, trying to blast you out, and stay composed and calm, pick better shots, see through that shit and clip them. Shit is impressive, man. And it shows, you know, the understanding, the IQ just growing, knowing what to do with certain situations, man. So think about it. If you could handle a guy putting that much pressure on you and he made it look relatively easy, somebody that's moving away from you, yeah, that's the challenge, but that's going to be one that he up for. You tell me what's more difficult, staying poised under that kind of fire or going to cut the ring off. Ask Norman Sr. or Jr., can he cut the ring off? You get me? So I don't know this whole, I'm not buying this whole one-dimensional notion. I don't think so. I think he got better feet than people realize. They just now catching on to him. And I get it. It's going to take a couple more performances or another good one to wake some people up. And that's cool. All things, what it do, homie? Maybe Norman respect his pop feel threat. I see the ring getting smaller and smaller the longer the fight goes. And that makes it very interesting, Kyle. Very interesting. And that's what Khalil Cole was saying. He's going to have to get the respect of Norman because you have to have something that makes him second guess getting to you and closing the gap because he's going to get to you. But even if like you fought people with good power and that shit didn't deter him. Sasaki had real power. That didn't stop him from executing. So that's that shit, even that. But it's something, it's the element that he would need to be present so he could remain in a competitive kind of battle. Like if you don't have that working for yourself, you can't gain this man's respect. Like how long you give him saying before you catch your teeth. So but I believe in Devin gonna try to win this fight. And I think in trying to do so, he's gonna have to fight in a way that's gonna be entertaining. If he chooses the latter with the super extra, elusive moving, I think he lessens his chances of winning. You know what I'm saying? But again, as far as picking your spots when to fight, you got to be smart with that too. It's a pick your poison because Norman got some really good hand speed too. Really good hand speed. Got some really good hand speed, and his uppercuts are deadly. Do not get caught with your head on the line with one of them, bro. I've seen that in consecutive fights. Do not let that man hit you with that uppercut. That shit is heavy, man. And you see that Tim Bradley was saying, he sits down on them punches. He got weight behind. He get leverage behind all those shots. That's what I'm saying. That's this growth. Keep getting better, man. He throw the right shots at the right time, the right way. And I'm telling you, you standing there with him, and he got the inch advantage. Next gen, what it do? It should be rough, man. But shout out to Tim Bradley. Timothy. And mentally just had to be prepared to beat on Devin for 12. Yeah, you got to be prepared to kind of, cut the ring off. Because, look, let's be honest. It wouldn't be in his best interest to just stand there, of course. He got to mix it up and try to pick his spots when he fight and box. That's all. I don't have a remedy for beating him, right? I don't box, but I'm going to tell you, just one game plan, it would be risky. Either way you go, whether that's trying to fight him, that would be wrong. And I think moving. So it's a matter of showing some versatility and being hard to figure out and read. If you can do that, then you got yourself a competitive fight. You know what I'm saying? But you got to keep the young and thinking because he know what he wants to do in there. And that's another thing that I'm continuing to see with the growth and the comfortability. He know what he wants to do. He got a job to do it. He's going to do it. Get what I'm saying? He's very intentional in the ring. It's not a lot of wasted bullshit. He ain't a lot of wasted movements, and it's just not it's substance behind everything he do. He do shit intentionally with a purpose. And get what I'm saying? I think it's going to be one of his things for number one priorities is to cut the ring. You know what I'm saying? All your KOs are verse 2. Yeah, you get me, Big B-Law. You know what I'm saying? Jamal, what it do, homie? So we still don't know what type of pop that has at 47. Yeah, and even, I always thought he had respectable puncher power, but I think with Brian Norman, you need to consistently be able to make him think and deter him, just like any other fighter that's coming to get you, because he's gonna come to get you. He coming to make the fight, and the thing is, he don't mind boxing his way in and getting to the target, and then he setting you up. So I've seen it enough, but this should be interesting because they feel like Devin is on such a level that Norman has never competed against. So there's that element for the people that feel that way, and it's all good. But to be the best name, I think, on the resume, right? Most accomplished guys, the 2-division champion, is right on par for the course. Can Devin Haney recover, get back to the top of the game? Can he become a 3-division champion with the opportunity? Because he's gonna have to go through Norman to do it, and that shit ain't gonna be easy. So shout out to both of them. Like I said, good fight on the way. I think Ryan PTSD kicks in. Winsboro Tom and Jerry UD. Telling you, his pops already let it be known if it's that kind of fight, it ain't going to be because of us. And it's not because he don't fight that way. You know what I'm saying? But I do see him being able to cut the ring off. I do see him being able to land shots and catch them. And he's going to have to answer those questions as if you can take a punch or not. And if you can't, you might get drowned out there. You feel me, G? He ain't punched remotely close to Jen, and Jen landed some clean shots. Nah, I'm telling you, that's what I'm saying. The youngin got a chin, bro. He focused, man. Momentum matters. Confidence matters. Like, you get what I'm saying? Consistency. That's what I'm seeing. And it's like, do you have the necessary tools to offset that young man? Because he on one right now. Just for lack of a better term, he's on one. You own one. You ready to slow that down? Because that's a fucking train going full steam ahead. You get me? It's the train going full steam ahead. Full steam ahead. So you got to be smart, man. You got to be smart out there, bro. Got to, man. That dude, and that's another thing. Like, he get right to it. He don't do too much playing. You know what I'm saying? Heavy jabs, like the jab could mess you up. And the crazy part is that he can jab with you as wow. Telling you, that shit makes it different. That changes things. Because I literally had it wrong the whole time, and maybe because I'm thinking that when he was at 35 and at 40, you longer than a lot of those dudes, most of. But now this is 47, and dude's getting a little bit longer, bigger, stronger, faster, better. Yeah, so he got his work cut out for him. They both do, because I'm pretty sure Devin's movement can present a level of challenge for Norman, right? You know what I mean? That's what the fight all about. I think he's gonna do his best to challenge him, right, and give him moments and try to win though. Because look, outside of that one fight, I just don't think he feels like that's gonna be the necessary game plan. I could be wrong, but that shit gonna be all wrong. Go in there playing with that man like that, and not throwing punches, bro. You are going to have an out of your soul experience. I'm telling you, out of body experience. I'm telling you, as Sensaki. And it ain't just him. Cuevas, Santillan, and there's many others he knocked out before that. Those are just the notable guys he knocked out. So you got to be smart, man. Like what Tim Bradley said here, says you're gonna need more than a snack. You're gonna need a whole meal, a buffet, because he coming to hurt you. That was so. Look. You know what I mean? The battle of the dads, like they minds as coaches, is gonna be fun. That's a good element too. You know what I mean? Who gonna be coaching their son up to really get the job done? Like I said, it's gonna be fun to see. Listen to the corner. Why get mad, Toya? What's going on with it? You tell me your dad can run from a man. And you stupid. It got to pivot as a father, man. Y'all tell. Y'all be letting the younger live. Shout out to Toy. How you feeling, man? But yeah, man. As far as the running stuff, though, you got a guy that's athletic enough and fast enough, I think, to keep up with that. But I'm not gonna put that on him. I'm gonna feel like that you accepting this challenge because you know what comes with it. You know you got to fight a certain way to be successful. That scary shit is not gonna cut it. Let me just be blunt, and I'm not saying that's what he's gonna do. That pussyfooting, as I like to say, that's not gonna cut it. You gotta go get yours. You gotta stand on business with that kid. Straight like that. Straight like that. That's all. Anybody could be beat. I'm not saying he's Superman and unbeatable, but it's clear that you gotta be on the type of shit he on, or you might not make it up out of here. I'm telling you, his mind be made up, and the level of poise is just, it's like that shit is championship attitude. I'm telling you, behavior. So he only gonna get more comfortable. So y'all better off trying to fight him now while he young. I'm telling you. Like improving, yeah, he did. Look, alter for better, for worse, shot, depending on who you talking to. That's right. Either way, the fight. See, I'm going to answer them questions. That's what I've been saying, man. This fight happened, I'm trying to pack them up and get them out used to. But I just feel like they barked up the right tree in a good way, right? They spoke the names of fighters, a fighter and his pops that's with that shit. They're like, okay, you talk about us? Oh, I say no more. Like, okay. You want to prove it against us? Bet. So look, he get his most experienced guy to date, and I think Devin Haney get his most, Brian Norman Jr. get his most experienced and most accomplished fighter to date. I guess the biggest standout name on the resume, right? And Devin Haney will face, I think, his most dangerous opponent to date. And why I say that even more so than Ryan, because I think he definitely got more tools than Ryan, more committed and disciplined to the sport than Ryan, and he ain't just a left hook, Captain Hook. You know what I mean? He just so happened to have God-gifted left hook, but that right hand is dangerous too. Them uppercuts is dangerous too. The jab is dangerous. Everything I'm saying is legit. Good body shots, good leverage on his shots. You know what I'm saying? So he be cooking in there, and that's what Tim Bradley was talking about. I'm just glad that a Hall of Famer said it. Don't take it from me. Listen to how he described how he be punching on dudes. So that's what I'm saying. So you got to be in a position where you can avoid that. That's all. You know what I mean? Because if he can hit you often with any regularity, bro, you're going to be in for a tough-ass fight. That's all I'm saying. You're going to be in for a tough-ass fight. A tough-ass fight, bro. Because I seen it. I seen it. And bro was as tough as they come, Santillan. And look what happened. Look how that shit ended for him. Because he don't stop. And then what I like about him, that I respect a lot, and shout out to him and Pops for just being thorough and putting in the right work. He ain't no damn front runner. He don't just gas at the six. His power don't just dissipate. And he all of a sudden he arm punches and he get arm worried. Nah. Now that smoke coming the entire way. That he bringing that smoke. Shout out to my homie Jusdueboxing, the fax machine, man. What's good with it, bro? I just had your post up, man, about the WBA with Kid Austin. Haney always chasing greatness. And look, you gotta give him credit where it's due. I don't think that his peers, like, I think you can't generalize, right? With that, you can't be surface level with that conversation. You kind of gotta peel back the layers. It's not that his peers ain't chasing greatness. I think everybody opportunities come at different points, right? If you just study and look at the guys that you refer to as his peers, like how many of them could you say is trying to avoid the fights, right? I think out of all the guys that we talk about, like think about it. You know, you will have Tio, a guy that's been getting multiple opportunities and not taking them, right? Call it what it is, but I think some guys, they just ain't been getting them. For Haney, think about it though. And it says a lot about him. Even Norman gave him credit for having heart, even if he gunshot. He said that. He said that in the post. Let me pull it up. Let me take this off real quick. Shout out to Tim Bradley, man. That was a good take. He gave Norman his credit. He think he about to smoke some. You know what I'm saying? He said he about to smoke some. So yeah, you know, think about it. If you're Devin Haney, you coming off the Ryan Garcia fight that didn't go your way, right? You've been trying to rebound since then. So what do? You get the Ramirez fight with the hopes of getting a rematch with Ryan Garcia. Ryan Garcia fumbles the bag, get dropped and beat by Rolly Romero, right? Ruins that fight, kills the buzz and the momentum, so people stop talking about the rematch. Naturally, it falls by the wayside. So Devin Haney then turns his sights, to me, to Teofimo. You seen that little back and forth there. Teofimo walked away, left millions on the table. He said it out of his own mouth. He didn't want to fight Haney. Haney then got into it a little bit with, Hitchens. They went back and forth. I'm not surprised they ain't fighting because, the weight discrepancy, the weight difference, one weight class apart. So then you look. Now, what options do you have if you're Devin looking to campaign at 147 pounds? You did construct some type of list that did have Brian Norman's name on there. So it's like, I can respect it. I know people feel like he got the name on there for a reason, but that shit gonna end up being what you. I hope it ain't because he think it's shit sweet over that way. I just hope that's not the case. I hope he really understand that that's about to be a tough fight for him. In my opinion, if he makes it look easy, he'd get all my respect, triple salute. But I just don't see no case where that happens because the dude too hungry and committed. And stylistically, he could provide a lot of resistance in areas where you don't need it, and he can force you to answer all of those questions that Jose Ramirez couldn't. And I'm just being honest. I think that's what he do. So this is the kind of fight that either makes you or breaks you. This is a make or break. And the reason why I say that, because if you win, I think what you're going to have to do to be successful, as long as it's not just excessive keep away, I think people should respect it. But at the same time, you lose, this shit can go horribly wrong because Brian Norman put belt to ass. You know what I'm saying? He started getting them paws up on you. You know what I'm saying? The thing, he got a really good jab too, underrated jab, because people keep talking about the power. The knockouts are obvious, but look at the setups. Look at how he's getting them. They're not luck. He not just, oh shit, lucky shot. That's not happening. That's not what's going on. It's very intentional in there. Now, I ain't gonna sit here and act like I'm his damn coach and I can break down every little thing he's doing and thinking, but watch the fights. That's clearly an intelligent young fighter that's growing and know what the hell he's doing and how to do it. It's understanding the game is what's growing. That's making him a better fighter. And that's allowing him to be more comfortable. He knows what he needs to do, when he needs to do it. And that's when you start seeing the birth of a real champion. And that doesn't mean he can't lose or none of that, but that's a real one. He's submitting himself as a legit fighter, win, lose, or draw. And that's where I'm at. That's why you're going to get my support regardless. He moving the right way. He winning the right way. He shining the right way. And he stay the hell out of trouble, out the way. And he down to earth. Shout out to him, man. Shout out to Senior, man. I think he raised him right for sure. He raised the real one, man. He's doing it the right way. For real. Swinging for the fences, and Devin is going to be there. Man, wild shit. Telling you, I'm going to keep watching more Norman. Matter of fact, when I get off of here, I got to go study do some watching, some homework, watch some film, because I need to understand. I need to make sure everything I'm saying is what I think it is, and I ain't just being a prisoner in a moment, which I don't think. I've been watching very closely. I've seen the growth. I've seen the fights. I've seen the stumbles. I've seen the hiccups. I've seen him get better. I've seen him make adjustments. I'm watching it, and get me. And I've been watching it closer because he's been getting counted out. I remember people saying, "Yo, nah, man, Brian Norman not it." I remember this shit. I swear I do, y'all. I remember people saying, "Nah, just man, he ain't it." And I'm just like, again, man, we don't allow the maturation process to take shape. Everybody got to be like some kind of finished product when you first 2 times you see him. Like, what the hell? No, he got to get tested. The great thing about his come up and his rise to where he at is the way he got tested on the way there. You get me? You can't ignore the shit. People count you. That shit is big. You have people going against you thinking you're going to lose, and you out like, y'all got me fucked up. And go out there and prove people way wrong. He got the personality, the charisma. He talk that shit. He's slick with it. Like, come on, man. That shit is fun watching this. Watching him. Yeah, watch him get cut. Watching him get dropped. I was watching that clip today. I'm going to go watch that again. You watch these mistakes and then you watch them fix shit. You get me? We don't allow that. It's how else are you going to get better if you don't get tested in areas where you know you need to improve? That's all I seen from him. Them fights that was rough or an ugly performance or an ugly win or he had to gut it out. However y'all look at it, that shit builds character, bro. That shit builds character. That's why you able to see him stand tall the way he do now, because he ain't going to fold the first time he get hit with some adversity. He going to stand tall. Oh, shit, I got dropped. Even when he got dropped, look how he looked. He was like, oh, shit, I dropped. You can see it. Like, oh, okay. All right, bet. You got me. You got me. You know what I mean? He processed that shit in real time. You can see his head spinning. He like, okay, I'm on the ground. All right, bet. I got you. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I like. You see him make these mistakes in real time. You see him have these stumbles, but you see him keep finding ways to win. That's what you see. See him figuring it out, his ability to figure it out, to stay locked in, strong mentally, stay disciplined mentally. You know what I'm saying? And stay hungry and get your guy. So that's what I like to see. That's all, man. It's fun to see him getting his just due. It's refreshing, man. In the reset period, all the guys not fighting these young welterweights. Yeah, them young welterweights some problems, ain't they? Wasn't they? Peace to the queens and me too. Zoom versus my dog, man. June. Fist of the North Star, dude. I'm telling you, stupid. He come right there with it. Shout out to my homie Zoom. You get me? Yeah, I'll stupid backshot. Just Sasaki will stop reaches of the 6, by the way. Sasaki be going for the fences, bro. I seen the way he was going at door. I was like, damn, bro ain't short on confidence. He tried to ignore him out. I was like, I like this, but you just seen him respond. And that, dang. It's finally, man. You know what I'm saying? People get their just due. They both of them. You know what I'm saying? I remember when a lot of people. You remember it? Remember Shay would remember, right, Queen? Brian's fought some good fights, exactly. And it's like we didn't allow him to learn. We think he got to just be a finished product because he punch hard. No, he don't, bro. He got to learn just like everybody else. You go from the smaller shows to gradually the bigger shows, more of a crowd. And I'm just assuming like there's a transition to an adjustment period, right? You start, dialing it all in, putting it all together. Now he just like he at home when he in there. Like he said, as long as it's a boxing ring is still a boxing ring, no matter where it's at. Jump rope, still jump rope. The bag is still the bag. I said all that. I was talking to his pops about it. So he got the right mentality. You know what I'm saying? I think he's being trained by a real one. So you seeing the growth and the success of a team and a fighter with his pops. And those are one of the more refreshing, I think, duos for me. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate the transparency. He popped through the chats. He talked to the people, mix it up with the fans. You got to respect that shit. Most of these dudes won't give you the time of day, won't speak to you, won't acknowledge nothing you're saying. You know what I'm saying? Guilty of saying, no, I'm not it yet. Response to these fans, be quick to sell fighters as Thanos, yeah. But I get it, though. I get it because, listen, to a degree, some of people making that statement, I know where it comes from because it comes from what you constantly hearing that he is. And then when you get to see it, you like, that's not quite what they telling us he is. But he is, though. You just got to take into account situation, circumstance, opponents. Like, you get what I'm saying? Gradually stepping up, being under the lights. That's what I call it. And it's just a process that takes shape. You grow. You young as hell. Like, I don't think people be realizing how young 22, 23, 24 is in boxing. Shit, in life, period. You young as hell. So still got a lot of room to grow and just get better. And as long as you putting in the work, which he obviously do, Kid is always in shape. He's gonna just keep getting better, I believe. You're putting in the right work. He ain't just working hard, working smart, obviously, because the shit is working. And with it, and the shit that he working on is transitioning over into the fights. That's when you know it's really working and you putting in the right work. You could look great, phenomenal in the gym, but how you look under the lights, and you seeing that process and the polish, as I call it, you seeing that. So just ready for the next fights, man. Really am. Sure, because he really punches and throws loopy punches. Sasaki, Sasaki was going crazy. What? Just trying to put his all. He only know one way. I respected the hell out of it though, because it just allows you to see what he can do with somebody pressuring him like that. Could he stay calm and poised under fire? And better yet, could he fight back? He shows you could do it. And I like the moments where he was turning him too, where he'd get him and turn him. I was loving it. He just did a lot of good things in there. And you don't do those things if you're not improving and putting in the work. You're not able to accomplish that. You know what I mean? So again, shout out to him. I can't wait to see this fight. Like I said, I just want everything to go according to plan. I don't want no hiccups. Just everybody get treated fairly, accordingly, and they get to go out there and have a nice, clean fight, bro. A nice, clean fight. All right. Hit the like button for your boy. If you haven't, got a couple more things to touch on before we did, y'all. You learn that from the loss. Just ran into one of the ones. Yeah, I think he can. Most certainly. I think he could. 100%. 100%. Promise you, Regis not punching like that. Back at Regis Pine would have been a good fight. Yeah, now Jim. Yeah, that's a tough one, man. Gosh, the legend, my homie was good with. Y'all go check out my Brody's own verse, man. Doing some good things over there with that game and content. And so subscription is free. I remind y'all, it costs nothing to subscribe. And make sure if you're not subscribed over here, you do. Notifications on and all that good stuff. But let's keep cooking. Shout out to the homie Crush. Yeah, man. We'll see. So get accustomed to it from down the line. Nothing more, nothing less. Training and showcase. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, man. But like I was getting to, man. Let's see if Berlanga. I hope he's not distracted by this back and forth with Oscar Delahoya, man. I think he got to stay focused and make sure. Because he already got a tough fight in front of him. You know what I'm saying? And it would appear that he's fighting on it, well, at least it's in NYC, but still it's Turkey involved. So you got to be smart. Got to be smart, man. Come forward, flat-footed banger was made for Norman. And I stand right there in front of Norman, bang. Yeah, Damon was good with it. But you know what? I looked at that as I like the fact that, because think about it. He did position himself, Damon. It wasn't like he came out of nowhere. He was definitely highly ranked and for good reason, right? But you know what that fight was? It just showed me at the end of the day. You know that famous line that we always like to say, it's levels. And I think that's the way you could quote that fight. Norman and Sasaki is levels. That's all. He's just operating at a different level. More tools, and he's able to execute and put them together better. Smarter fighter, cool, calm under pressure. You can't ask for a more composed performance to me. Very composed. Well, no matter what dude was throwing heat, real heat. He was putting everything. I'm like, damn. Win, lose, or draw, I like this dude because he's putting everything into them punches. And I'm telling you, I've seen so many young fighters lose fights like that, where they get caught up in the, just like the bleeds, and they just instead of boxing, they just going at it, trying to hurt each other and get clipped. I've seen that so many times, more times than I could count. And that's why I focus more so on the performance. Okay, if you're not high on the name, look at how he did him. That's all. And you ask me if anybody else did him that way, on the way to stop him, right? So that's what it is with me. It's complete domination and soul-searching experience for that man. That shit ain't regular. So that's why I say, man, Tim Bradley's on to some dead. Be prepared, man. Be Norman. Saying y'all gonna be prepared. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna get us a good fight. Jim will stop there. He's so wild, man. He's so wild, bro. He's so wild. Like next gen, not everybody is gonna be to stay calm and cool and collective under that pressure. As wild as that dude is, like now he'll get out boxed because he's so wild. But some people he might shock because he goes for it. That anytime you're that brave and that willing to go for it, you give yourself a fighting chance. And it's not like he's completely without skill or talent, but again, you can't just like load up and put everything into your shots and just go balls to the wall all the time. You got to be able to dial it back and fight a more composed, patient fight. And that's what Norman was doing. He's like, oh, this dude want to be all he had too much coffee. Okay, bang, bang, here, take that. Sit his ass down. You calm? That's how that fight was going. Dude was amped up. Like a little brother that get too amped, the big bro got to catch. Sit your ass down. You good? You good? You all right? Calm him down. You put him down again. I think, was it twice in the first round? Put his ass down and then got him again. I was for finisher. So that's what it was like. It was like a hyper little brother trying to attack the bigger, more composed bro with the experience, right? He just put him out. That shit was beautiful, man. McGriffin, yeah. Bo Mac fighter for sure. My guy Hammerhands, Julian Rodriguez, Plat Boy, what it do? Out there in Hoboken, Jersey, he got that dub. You know what I'm saying? He got that dub. Jen got a mean ass left hook. Yeah, he do. Yeah, I'm telling you, he do. I think he can punch in both hands too. He got legit punching power, I believe. But when you put your all into it, shit ain't no surprise. But I just knew that fight wasn't going the distance because he was too brave for his own good. I was like, yeah, this is fun. But I was like, dude, you about to get caught. And he did. Boom. I'm like, yeah, I knew it. TOK let the Australia take his belts. If they want his rematch, yeah, May Kendrick, yeah, Tio said, hell with it. He ain't want it. He claims he offered Kambosos a rematch or something like that, but he just be saying stuff. He can't make his own fights. So Bob Arum was never talking about a rematch. Nope. It wasn't going to happen. But that's what I'm saying. Kambosos, that loss has made his approach a little timid. And it seems like he's very selective of who he's willing to get in the ring and fight. He won't. Tio won't just fight anybody. And I'm fortunate because at one point that I looked at him as a fighter. I thought that he would be amongst those conversations as guys that's going to fight them all. I definitely thought that. But I think for him, I don't think he could take the hit right now. Like, you get what I'm saying? Ego, but like career-wise, I don't think he could take the hit. Like, because again, you've been trolling these dudes for so long and talking crazy about these fighters. Like, again, you mentioned Norman and his resume. Well, against who? Dude, it'd be against you if you would take a fight. Like, that's the thing. Yeah, y'all be talking, but y'all won't get in there. You won't be able to just athletic and dance your way to a victory against him. He gonna fuck you up, I think. I think so. I don't think you'll just be able to be cute, dance around, and play, and you know that. That's why you don't entertain fights with these guys who you know they dangerous. You ain't comfortable with Haney the way he boxed in his last fight. You would never be. You're not fighting no Norman, no Boots, no Crawford, no none of that. So, yeah, you're going to find him another Steve Claggett or something. Watch. T.O. Norman. Well, yeah. That was on the table. That was on the table for what I understand. I could have sworn I asked Norman Jr. about that on the show. So, yeah, that was there. He just don't. And I like his talent, Teofimo. I just don't understand him as a, like, from one man to a younger man. I don't get him. I wish I did. I don't get him. I mean, he seemed like he calmed down with the unnecessary ignorance. Now I just want to see him capitalize. Don't sit on the sideline and take shots at Brian Norman in his win or who he fought when you could be one of them guys. That's the thing that be pissing me off. And you have some nerve. He beat a guy that he was supposed to be fighting in his backyard and knocked him out cold. You're picking guys like Claggett and not doing nothing with him. Yeah, Barboza, yeah, cool win. But even that, you pissed all over that win because you took a couple steps back with the ignorance. So now you sitting around standing with the Vargas brothers looking like one of them YNs with a colorful ass shiesty on and a baggy ass hoodie. And it looked like you in 70-something, 80-degree weather out there. So I don't know what his deal is, but he can fight. I just hope his dad Like they continue to like calm him down, like teach him the right way, bro. Tell him, let your son know, like have that man-to-man talk. Yo, you talented, bro. Just be yourself, but let your talent speak. Don't be ignorant. Don't try to piss off a whole culture of people. Like those are the people that you're gonna need to and want the support from, right? So just be you, be funny, corny, right? Like the dry comedy that T.O. be having, right? That shit is cool to me. But when he color outside the lines, I don't rock with it. So I just want to see him focus up and hopefully fight one of these black fighters. I'm just calling this straight up. Fight one of these guys that you talk about so much. That's all, bro. Because you can fight. You got talent. I would love to see you fight a Hitchens. It's a dope-ass fight. Shit, we'd love to see you fight Haney. No matter what you think, Haney, that's a dope fight. A Brian Norman, that's a dope fight. You get what I'm saying? Everywhere you look, at Gary Antoine, Super El Matias, everywhere you look, it's a dope fight. You get me? It's a dope fight for you if you just allow. If you be smart and take one. Shout out to me. Appreciate you, fam. Much love. Now you get me. Definitely coloring outside the lines. Yeah, stop doing that. Just focus on, like I said, have that little dry humor that you have. I think it's cool. Do the little link ups with the Vargas brothers and just let it be. You know what I mean? Do you. Let that talent shine, bro. Like I really wish I can reach out to him and tell him, like, dude, just do you. Make your money. It's there for you, bro. Just be talented. Put that work in and beat people's ass. That's all. Just beat ass. But it ain't in the cards. He just, I don't know. He liked the wrong kind of attention, it seemed like to me. And it's unfortunate, man, because if I had access to him, I'd definitely sit down and chop it up with him, like, man, and really speak life into the dude. Like, it's a totally different way you can go. And look, he quiet now, so maybe he's starting to get it. I hope so. I hope we don't see him go left, because I'm telling you, for me, if he go that route again, I think all bets is off. I think from this point forward, and I say this, but it'd be hard because I'm a boxing junkie. I gotta watch fights. But if he go left like that again, I'm not too sure I would ever watch him. I want to watch him. I'm almost positive I won't. So I just want to see the man be what he was meant to be in the sport of boxing in terms of how good of a talent he could be. Stop just having your name mentioned in the conversations with these guys. Start entertaining these fights and making them, bro. You know what I mean? We do know from personal experience and from what Bob said, you don't make your own fights. So when them fights are on the table, you got these offers or these opportunities, you got to seize them. There's no way that you telling me you're not fighting Zubriel, you're not fighting Devin, you're not fighting Norman Jr., you're not fighting none of these guys, or Richardson Hitchens, nobody? Seriously? Who you gonna fight? That's what I'm saying. Like, what the hell you doing? If I'm Teofimo, I'm all over that Hitchens fight. We fighting for New York. The storyline is sell itself. Let's turn up. And he undefeated. But that shit is too much like Haney, I think, in terms of just being a pure boxer that's really talented. I don't think he want that. Let's see if I'm wrong. But it's no reason in hell and he should be at 140 and not be trying to fight Hitchens. Like ASAP. No, he can't make his fights, but call somebody out that's real. At least let us know that you thinking about making fights with people that's in or around your weight class. That's all. See what he said there in the video I played. I don't know if I might go to 47 or I might stay at 140. And that's totally up to him. He can choose. He don't got to pick now because I want to hear what he want to do. But that's what lets me know that you're not serious about 47 because it's too much uncertainty. Think about it. When you speak about it when you speak about moving to another weight class without a name attached to it, it's so much uncertainty behind it. But when he attaches a name with the weight class, like, yeah, Boots at 47, I'm gonna fight him, or Crawford at 54, I'm gonna fight him. He talks with so much more conviction, but whenever he come back down to his senses and he don't attach a name to one of them weight classes, it's very uncertain as if he gonna actually move or stay put. And that lets me know right there that you're not fully vested in these fights that you were fake chasing. And why I say fake chasing, y'all, because Bob Arum will let you know he don't make his own fight. So when he go out on a whim and just call somebody out randomly, a Boots or a Crawford, who promotes him? So if you don't hear Bob talking about Crawford and T.O. or T.O. and Boots or anybody, then it's not gonna happen. You could forget about it. And that's a fact. You could look at the history, you could look at the track record, his career. He don't facilitate his own fights like that. He's never got up there and just, call him out and they fight. You know, and not even with Loma. That was set up for him to get the fight. So he didn't have to do that. You get what I'm saying? But he did accept the fight and he did win it. So respect to him. But telling you, man, it's a lot of fluff with him when it's really substance behind that fluff. He just add the unnecessary smoke and mirrors to himself, right? Just be who you are and let that shine. But you know, I think he know better than me. Shout out to my baby girl, the queen. Miss Jusdu is in the building. Ghetto Fab, what it do, man? You already know, man. We pulled up for the second time today, man. I appreciate all y'all rocking out with me for the second time. Appreciate it. He's just gonna get his ass sad death by 1,000 jabs. I'm telling you, Till won't stop the end until he reaches rock bottom. No promoter and no upcoming fight. Yeah, rock bottom. I agree to an extent. Like if he does it again, I think that's clearly what it has to take. You know what I'm saying? Rock bottom. Because it seemed like missing opportunities is not enough for him to say, you know what, I'm bugging. I gotta tighten up. He still be going left when he should just stay straight and chill out. So we'll see, man. We'll see. By a ticket to the Teal fight comes with a complimentary glass meal. You stupid. Yeah, Teal just got tightened up, man. So, you know, I don't mind guys' opinions of other fighters, right? I don't want to say he trashed them per se, but he kind of dismissed his resume and his wins. Like, but he didn't handpick a Sensaki. And Sensaki walked up to him with a damn 4-page letter and got his ass cooked. You get me? You got cooked for it. You, on the other hand, you handpicked your guy and he was touching your ass up. He had your eye on swole, or both of your eyes on swole. That scar tissue looked like it was about to start bleeding. I mean, Clagger had you, you know, had a couple speed lumps on your joints. So that's the difference. You're picking guys that none of us know, that we don't care to see, and you ain't getting rid of them. I ain't knocking you, but Brian Norman, they throwing him in here with people he getting rid of them. Even when they expect them to lose and they picking against them. Underdogs and all that. Bookies and everybody got him messed up. So that's the difference. So again, shout out to everybody. Shout out to boxing. I appreciate every last one of y'all and all the continued support. Shout out to everybody. Queen Lisa, we appreciate you as well. And we're gonna keep building. So look, we wrapping up, you know. Just another dope build in the books, man. Great show, Jusdu, aka 2-time dude. I like that. See, we puff it up like a blowfish. I'm telling you, don't eat that shit. Eyes be all swole. Those shout out to my dude, my dog behind the hand. Tio hasn't got a problem fighting Bones just to keep that title alive. Yeah, Tio, a lot of talent. I think losing to Cambosis and having like some shaky fights have like kind of played on his confidence a bit. And for that reason, it seems as if like the confidence or willingness to fight certain guys at the time, like he find these reasons, and I'm not in them rooms. Maybe he playing business, maybe it's for the better of his career. But for me, I hear him. You ask for something and then you get a situation presented to you where they compensate you for the things that you're asking for, and you be like, oh nah, they trying to set me up. It's like, what, bro? Them putting you in position to get money and make money and fight is trying to set you up. I don't understand. Why sign with Top Rank if they trying to set you? I don't get it. I really don't. It's mind blowing. It really is. So, I mean, hopefully he'll start moving more the right way. You know what I'm saying? Maybe hanging around the Vargas brothers to make them tighten up, you know? Maybe. Like a Tiny Puff Tio up. Yeah, he had him talking about he wasn't going to fight no more tall dudes, remember? Petition fire homeless guy and hype him up like he the truly like, yeah, he going to be like another, you know what I'm saying? Liverpool Larry. He going to fight Liverpool Larry next. And he was like, see, ain't nobody doing what I'm doing. Liverpool Larry going to have like 6-7 losses, like clack. About a handful of law, you might see. Nobody doing what I'm doing. You're right. You went and found Liverpool Larry somewhere in the alley, and now you're fighting him. You get what I'm saying? He said, Big Supreme said, Coro was a pater. They calling me rent, dude. Shout out to Big Supreme, man, being a channel member for a month. My God, appreciate you. You know it. And
we ain't never got to box again. Well. I already been getting these bets, but now it's time for you to get your Jusdu.
Legacy remains, my dog. What's good with it, bro? Teal versus the East Side. I'm telling you, Big Supreme, you know how they cover. I see your profile picture. You wild too. Y'all crazy. You a fool, man. But yeah, shout out to Teal. He's a damn good fighter, phenomenal talent. But you know, his mouth get him in trouble, and I think the people that he hang around don't have the right kind of influence on him, and he tends to go off the rails, and that gets him in trouble. But lately, he's been a little quiet. I'm glad that he said that Crawford ship his sale. He stopped speaking Crawford. He no more calling out Boots. Thank God. Now he's saying he don't know who he's going to fight. Maybe he'll move up to 47. Maybe he'll stay put. My guess is he'll stay put. I don't think he's ready to commit to 47. If so, then I think you would at least try to entertain a fight with Brian Norman. Think about it. It's a champion. Well, what you going to do? Go up there and play around? So I don't really think you want to smoke with welterweights the way you say you do. I think he'll be an undersized welterweight, which is why if he, in fact, ever moves there, I think he'll take his time. I don't think it'll be next or nothing like that. But we'll see. I could be wrong, but I don't anticipate Teal going up there right now. I think the weight class would be a bit much for him. I mean, hey, May, that'd be a great fight right there. Teal and Keyshawn, but for some reason, he don't want to fight Keyshawn either. And he did spar with him. Maybe he ain't confident. I don't know. It's only sparring, but I can't put a beat on why he don't want to entertain these black fighters that he talk about. I don't get it. I really don't. All that talent, bro. Dude could fight. He really could fight. And he just be playing. Bro, need a big win. Nah, that'd be perfect. Keisha, that'd be dope, yo, if they could make that at 140. Man, I love that. You get me? You get me? He's not a really big dude at all, next gen. And that at 47, it just get a little more difficult up there because the guys are going to get bigger, stronger, every bit as fast. I mean, I think Teal still have his speed and reflexes, though, but his power, I don't think, could carry to 47. And that potentially could be his biggest problem. If you look at his move to 40, I think he only stopped Pedro Campa. That was the first guy he fought. Everything else been a decision. I'm not knocking him for decision wins. My favorite fighter get decisions, right? But it's the fact that I'm noticing the explosiveness that he had at 35 is no longer present at 40. So he got to be more of an outboxer. Now you're talking about going up to 147 where the guys get bigger. You're definitely going to have to be more of an outboxer. Being more of an outboxer means the fight's going to more than likely go the distance. Going the distance means there's 10, 12 round fights, title fights, and 36 minutes. You're giving people an opportunity to clip you or hurt you. See what I'm saying? So it's going to get interesting to see if he ever moves up to 47 or if he really can carve out a real dent. Like he got some good wins at 40, but I think he can do more if he don't get in his own way. That makes sense. You get what I'm saying? Shout out to the Butcher. Yeah, he is. He is. You know what I mean? A joke that could fight. That's the crazy part, man. It's corny, man. It's definitely corny. But we'll see what he does in the meantime and if he's able to get his shit together and tighten up. You know what I mean? I would like to see all these dudes tighten up and win, give us the best fights possible. You know what I mean? At some point, if he goes his whole career and never fight none of these dudes, that's going to be a huge disappointment, in my opinion. A huge disappointment. So I just hope that Teofimo Lopez could, deliver on what's needed next for him to get to that next level. And I think if he's smart, you try to entertain any possible unification or the next best thing. You get me? Whatever that may be, opponent, next weight class, take advantage of the next best opportunity for yourself and build off the fact that you beat Barboza so easily, right? Showcase, more of yourself in the next fight and just keep working. But don't be sitting around with no shiesties on, no baggy ass hoodie, dissing Brian Norman for knocking somebody out in a way that you're not gonna ever get them type of knockouts. And that is what people got to worry about dealing with at 47 when you fighting him. I'm not saying he just automatically catch everybody like that and sleep him, but just know in the ring with that guy, the possibility is there. Trust me. So don't fall asleep or you will be asleep. Literally. So really need to chill. He knows Keyshawn will beat his ass. Yeah, man. I don't think he want that. Man. It's clear. Keyshawn exposed him with the call with Turkey and how he was suggesting fighting somebody else and not Keyshawn. So yeah, I don't think he's confident that he can win that fight. I don't think he's confident he can win. So it's kind of like if you pay attention to all of it, it's the same thing. You see the same energy, whether it's Haney, whether it's a Norman, whether it's like a Shakur, a Hitchens, Antoine Russell. It's like he'll say certain things, but then it won't be, yeah, I want to fight him. But then he'll turn around and say, like, I'll fight any of these guys. I'm ready to fight any of these guys. I just, what do you just what? What? You know what I'm saying? So Atlanta since Evander Holyfield, hometown champion, is the real deal. Yeah, man, you talking about beat Norman? For sure he is. For sure. I got a real one out there. Tank co-signed beat Norman being a real one. I think he said they got them one. So, and they do. I'm just waiting. I got to get back into the ring. Keyshawn, yeah, he made his apology. So I assume at some point he going, I would guess maybe possibly before the year out. Who knows that he'll make some type of announcement. I'll probably get a date. Hopefully he do. You know what I'm saying? He need to redeem himself, get that opportunity to create some space between him and that situation and just keep rocking. Yeah, we rocking with Brian Norman heavy over here. His pops just popped through here, man. Maybe we can set up another build with him, man. I like talking to senior, so I rock with him. Just waiting for my guy to get back. He'll get back. But y'all, shout out to everybody pulling up for the second live. Another dope build in the books. We just gonna keep building one brick at a time. Y'all already know how we do. Abdullah Mason is easy work. Oh yeah. Keyshawn, yeah. Keyshawn, yeah. He had he had a moment of weakness, man. He folded a little bit there. But the thing is, what I will look for, May, and I think everybody should, is how he reacts to, making that mistake and how he rebounds. I think that'll speak volumes about his character. Everybody's allowed, opportunities to make mistakes, but it's how you get on top. How do you learn from them? And does that end up really being a huge loss for you in your career or just a lesson? That's what I want to see for Keyshawn. Rhino versus just second knockout was incredible. Player shit 100 times. I'm telling you, that's KO of the year to me because he had to get stretchered out and he missed, like what did he say, a month and a half is missing. He couldn't remember. So I'm sorry, bro. That right there. This is KO of the year. I don't think we're gonna get a crazier one. I'll be surprised if we do, but we'll see. I think that was like, yeah, that's the one. That might be the one. It's like as soon as you seen it, you start thinking KO of the year immediately. At least I did. The smoke scent. That Santos smoke got him acting funny. Yeah, I think he miscalculated from what I was hearing. Next gen. I think he miscalculated. I think he used the fact that he'd been out the ring and he would need the fight. I think he tried to use that to his advantage and came in overweight, then cut the way he was supposed to. He said he outgrew the weight class, but I think he had to say something that I don't think he outgrew it that much, but did what he did, made a mistake. Now he got to pay for it. Let's see how he learned from here, But again, shout out to everybody pulling up for the double duty on this good Tuesday. I appreciate y'all. Rock with everybody in here. Salute to everybody that continues to support the grind. Yeah. There's a couple instances where guys has like some stretcher material though, but thought he was Ryan. Yeah, man. Yeah, and he overshot. Yeah, on Juneteenth, I know he overshot. He overthought it. You know what I'm saying? Miscalculated. Players mess up, and you too as well. Lisa, I appreciate you, Queen, as always, holding me down, supporting this grind. Shout out to all the queens in the chats, the moderators, any new subs in the building. Shout out to y'all as well. And again, shout out to boxing. Let's keep building, y'all. So y'all make sure y'all enjoy the rest of this good Tuesday, and I'll see all y'all tomorrow. We gonna build some more, man. Who knows, man? Depending on what's going on, I might double up again tomorrow, But with that, make sure y'all enjoy this Tuesday, and I'll see y'all tomorrow. Peace.
Yo, you know the deal. We back again. We never slacking. Word 'em up. Ladies and guys, whether if you drunk or you high, it's time to pay respects to the illest man alive. If you think you got a point, he'll shrink you down to size. And from there it's downhill like a slinky or a slide. Open your eyes, got a deep connection with the rise, so you might see them jump in whenever they go live. Peep it, this channel blowing up now, it's not a secret. With tons of exclusive interviews to listen to. Them other channels I hate, but yo, they missing clues. They start narratives, sip the goose and twist the truth. It don't take a rocket scientist to get the proof. Just click the live at 4 p.m. Eastern time. But when you chime in, make sure you keep it kind. But if cowards want to debate, then it's feasting time. My man Jusdu shine, busy all the time. Grind 24/7, 365. Videos he might have 365. My rhyme's sick, they make you do a 365. You get a rich if you think you fit to survive. It's Jusdueboxing, time to click the live. Ain't no beginners, if you soft, you ain't down to ride. I crush you, respect too, it's Jusdu. He got the illest boxing show on the internet. The boy been a threat and he ain't even had dinner yet. Word him up. Yeah. You know what time it is. $4 p.m. Eastern. Click the link.
In the building. Make sure y'all subscribe to Jusdueboxing, the best boxing talk on YouTube.
Jusdueboxing in the building, 4 o'clock shorty, man. Y'all make sure y'all check him out. He's going to be live today at 4 o'clock, man. And he's going to be spewing some good stuff as he always do with an unbiased approach, man. He's probably the most unbiased channel on YouTube.
What's going on? And one of my favorite channels, if y'all into that pugilistic perfection, if y'all into that boxing, that's that boy Jusdueboxing here on YouTube. Make sure y'all check out Jusdueboxing, the only unbiased boxing channel on YouTube, because I am definitely biased when I talk about boxing. So
as always, we got to shout out everybody in the chat, man. Shout out to my brother Jusdu. Y'all make sure y'all go sub to Just, man. Just doing a hell of a job over there. Had a great interview today. The brother, and I say it respectfully, one of the most non-biased individuals that I've ever heard speak on the sport of boxing. And I got a lot of love and respect for my brother Just, man. And right now we're going to give him his just due. Shout out to my brother Jusdu, man. Much love and respect.